Hello and welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown, Giant Bomb's live weekly multiplayer show. I'm Ryan Davis. Joining me on the couch today for a little Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit, Jeff Gersman and Brad Shoemaker. Jeff, you reviewed the game. Brad, you are a proud new drifter.
Yeah, I got my wings or my...
You're going around stabbing people. Yeah, you got your bindle with your polka dot.
I'm excited.
The stick.
I'm so excited.
Drifter.
I know,
regular hobo.
Yep. Yes. We're going to be playing both the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 versions of the game. We're also going to be giving away a couple copies.
Yeah, we have some copies here.
Furnished by our good friends at Electronic Arts. We have copies of both the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 versions for folks in the chat. You're going to want to stick around. We've got some trivia questions concerning Need for Speed that we'll be asking.
You sounded unsure of that.
Let's get to the action.
All right.
We're starting off here on the Xbox 360. We've already got a full complement of racers. Doing a little hot
we got
pursuit.
A hot boat.
We do. We got.
That's what they call it when the game's full. That's the technical
hot boat?
term. Hot boat. Got a hot boat.
I've never heard that.
Really?
No.
No, it's pretty common. Has been for years.
Starting a game. Hot pursuit mode. Figure.
That's
the name of the game.
That's really the only mode, I think.
Let's see. I got a couple. I got a GT and I've got a Bentley. So I think I can compete here. I believe I'm playing as a villain.
Those are not cop cars, so yes. Well, I don't know. Depends on your view of society.
It's true. If I was, let's say, Ice-T, I would not be a villain right now. Also, Internet Steve is here for his final Thursday Night Throwdown.
Wow.
We are losing his internship and kicking him out of the building and deprogramming his key fob right after this broadcast.
Setting his house on fire.
Setting his house on fire and making mean faces at his dog. So I actually, full disclosure here, I have played none of the online in Hot Pursuit. I've been playing just like auto log, kind of humping it there.
Yeah, well, you've been missing out. I think that this is the best that Need for Speed Hot Pursuit has to offer.
Ooh.
Is the multiplayer mode.
So I just have to get away.
Yes, you have to get away, and you have you have tools at your disposal.
Yeah.
Such as drifting.
That wasn't the best drifting. But is it as much in my interest as with the single player? Is it as much in my interest to screw up the other racers as it is to screw up the cops?
No, not necessarily, because if you start thinking about how much bounty you're going to get for the race, you get bounty if anyone escapes. So you want to make sure someone escapes.
Got it. Oh no!
It's really not every man for himself on the racer's side at all.
Though some people definitely play it like that.
Dude, yes, they do.
They're bad people.
I have gotten. I'll play racer and have another racer spike strip me.
Yeah.
Like, from what I can tell, intentionally.
Oh yeah.
Jerks.
I spike stripped that cop.
You get more bounty for finishing first than you do for finishing fourth.
It's true, but if you take out your own team,
yeah, you're
much
just,
less chance of your team finishing at all.
If you're the last racer and there are a lot of cops left, it can be difficult.
Absolutely.
So I am actually still in a race, right?
Yes, you are in fourth.
So I am.
Thread the needle. Oh. Did not thread the needle.
Did not thread the. Oh, I got crashed in. Yeah, I saw it. Let's keep going. Yeah, it's always the thing in games like this where it's the crash and then you get back into it.
Nice.
Where like after you're crashed, you're like, come on, stop showing me my crashed car, for Christ's sakes.
Let me get back in here and accelerate. It's going to take forever to get back up to speed.
Nice going.
Thank you. So what I was going to ask you though, since I haven't played any of the multiplayer, the online stuff here, all this stuff feeds into the same like progress as the single player
exactly.
stuff.
You're still gaining the same bounty and still leveling up.
That is so awesome.
It's funny. It's funny. I was reading actually. You can get bronze, silver, gold medals in the single player events.
Yes.
I read that even getting gold in every single event on a side is only going to get you to level 14.
Wow.
So you either have to grind a bunch of events over and over, or you have to go online if you want to max your level out.
All right.
So they definitely encourage you to get on here.
I love this turbo.
Yes.
This is maybe one of racing game's best turbos. Oh, damn it!
All right, now you've only got one cop left, and you're critical, so you're going to want to... You're going to be better off finishing the race than not finishing the race.
Right.
So you might want to just take it easy.
Okay.
And hope that the cop is not on you.
He's actually in front of me.
He's way up there, so...
So that means you'll have to get past him at some point.
Okay.
Unless he finishes the race. If he crosses the finish line, which you don't want to do as a cop, it takes you out. And
Oh. Is that him there?
That was a roadblock.
That was a roadblock.
Oh, okay.
All right, so now you've got 45 seconds to finish.
Oh, this is tense.
Pump that nitrous.
Doing it.
No, you're not.
Well, I stopped because I ran out. Also, I don't want to crash.
Well, you gotta drift yourself some more. Oh no.
It's cool, it's cool. A little dense,
Dude, there's a tiny sliver of red left on his damage meter.
Oh, there we go.
Oh man. That was close.
Woo!
You finished.
I did. And some points! That's pretty good. Pretty happy with that.
Yeah, it seems like you get more points online than you do off.
Yeah.
For
That's
finishing this.
a pretty good bounty
When you do well, that is.
Yeah.
If you do poorly, you see some of those players got in the hundreds or something. That's not so great.
Internet Steve, let's. You've got the chat room wide open there. Let's get some
All
questions.
the way open.
All the way open. The Wolf619 asks, how's the sense of speed compared to something like Burnout Paradise?
Comparable?
Yeah, I would say it's comparable, but it's you definitely notice the frame rate when you look at the two back to back. Burnout runs at 60, and that game just screams. It's crazy. It looks so much faster than this game.
But this has so much more
I think,
detail.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
and weather effects and
the
cool
weather
stuff
effects,
like that.
like even when it's not raining, but just
Right.
like the wet concrete, like
Yeah.
that stuff. The lighting of like when cop lights are flashing and
Yeah.
you're in a tunnel and the way they kind of reflect off
Yeah.
the walls, like all that stuff looks really
It's
great.
definitely a fair trade.
I agree entirely. All right, let's start a fresh batch here. Should I keep doing this? Should I just an
No,
intercept?
interceptor's only one-on-one,
Oh, right,
so
right,
for our
so-
purposes, we're going to want to get, and don't do race because that's just silly.
All right, well we'll go
drop
down.
drop down to 3 because you're going to have more cars there,
Right.
more options. And I think you should play as a cop this time.
Okay, I will play as cop, and let's pull up the GB TNT list here.
FU cop.
Hey.
Is that a Tron gamer pick?
That is a
No.
Jeff Bridges gamer
Oh
pick.
man.
Yes,
Is that free or
that's free.
free bridges?
So
I'll be right back.
I agree. Free Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
He didn't do it.
I'm just kind of going through here and just trying to mix it up here, make sure that the alphabet gets represented.
Wait a minute. Scroll back up.
Let's get more questions here.
Before you close this window, you need to scroll back up.
We already know about Fecal Dagger.
That's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, Zamet wants to know if you guys would like to see Criterion stick with the Need for Speed franchise.
I think they've done great with this. I would be happy
I think
to
they've done
see-
great with this. No.
I'd be happy to see more Need for Speed from them. What am I scrolling up for?
Go up to the bees.
Killing me.
All right, the mystery is half solved. You are one of the people that defriended me.
What?
Never mind.
Oh, the GBTNT
Yes.
account?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
absolutely
lost 2 people on my list, and TNT is one of them.
Yep.
All right,
That's accurate.
That's good to know.
That is true. Who else will... Brad, are you going to want to get in on some of this at some point? or?
I would like to play, yeah. Although I've been removed from the friends list, so I guess I don't really. I guess
But
I
you're,
don't rate.
but you're still on my friends
guess
list.
I don't rate anymore. Okay.
So
I do have the game running at my desk, so
You're just sitting there?
I am just ready. Yeah, I'm about ready to go. Actually, I want to ask you guys, what is your selection process for cars?
The fastest car.
Is that it?
The fastest car.
Fastest car.
Just fastest top speed. That's it.
Fastest car, if I get to 2 cars that are comparable for that, it's acceleration.
Okay, but I mean they're all within a given class pretty comparable, right? Like,
You
not
can get like
lot
a
of-
20 mile per hour difference.
Yeah.
Like here, like we've got
190,
190,
205,
this
and
one,
stuff like
you know.
that. So, yeah.
Because in the career they make it easy. They
car.
always suggest a car, so I always just take that car.
Uh-oh.
But
I got selected.
No.
I didn't know that there was a timer going on there.
Yeah.
Crud.
Going on there.
Crud!
I wish that they provided more data for the cars.
yeah, like some grip data and stuff like that.
Like
Kinda
weight or
indication
something,
of-
because it seems
Yeah.
like weight does matter when you're getting pushed around the road and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
because
but-
it's a pretty physical game.
yeah, I wish that it was more than just eyeball it and go like, well, that looks like a big car.
Or just assuming like, no, if I run that Lamborghini into anything, it's gonna crumple up like a tin can.
What do you got? 3 AMPs, 3 blockers, 2 spikes, 1 helicopter. Not bad.
Fellas, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, up!
God, that was close.
I'm good.
Do you guys have any sense what the damage modeling is when you're doing the ramming?
Oh no!
Is it adjusted based on kind of like who's hitting whom?
It seems like it has to do with like
so,
front
yeah.
or back.
Like you're not taking as much damage when you attack as if you get hit.
That's
right?
the impression that
Yeah.
I get from it. Yeah.
Oh no!
Did you drop spikes?
I did. Is there a racer behind me?
Yeah, looks like there's one way back there.
Yeah, I'll wait till I get someone closer. Like this guy.
Whoa!
Ah!
It's really great that all the achievements, all the challenges, all of the everything from the career goes online. Like,
Yeah.
even all the car-specific achievements or all the little challenges that get you more bounty like that. I mean,
roadblock coming up
online is
here.
basically just the career with other people.
Right. It's neat.
It's awesome. It's really integrated well.
It's especially cool because you start getting like the level 3 spike strips and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And,
Right in the middle of an online match.
yeah. Sometimes I find it's worth EMPing people right at the beginning of a race, if only to get them to use up their blockers.
Oh, that's a
It's
good
one of those
idea.
things that if you're working as a team of cops,
Yeah.
you can kind of figure out, okay, who still has jammers and who doesn't.
Jammer can be ruinous when you get to an intersection like you just passed. Like if they jam you going into it,
Yeah.
and you don't know which way they go.
There you go. Get
Oh,
him.
ah,
Oh.
oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
nice.
Wait, I really, it's when you get to a stop, I really don't like this game.
Isn't that kind of every racing game?
Yeah, but it's like built into this one.
Now, with you being a cop and being this far behind the action, or I guess, you're not too far behind, but you're going to regenerate nitrous so fast that you might as well just always be using it.
Always be nitrous.
Yeah.
So it just comes back automatically when you're in last place?
Yeah.
You don't have to be drifting or...
That's kind of how they rubber band it.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, you'll have to be like driving it oncoming or something like that, but look at how fast it's filling up.
Oh, okay.
Like,
It
it's
just goes up faster,
yeah.
I see.
Speaking of the rubber banding, how's the rubber banding in the single player for the
Very
AI?
noticeable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Significant.
Yeah.
But kind of all Criterion games have really hardcore rubber banding.
Yeah, it's kind of necessary for the game to have action.
You want everyone to be pretty tightly grouped.
Yeah, it's the only way that the game works. So it's understandable why they would do it, but at the same time, I just found myself hanging in second place for most of my races and then punching through to first at the very end.
Yeah, like Burnout was, like Paradise was a game where if you just drove slower, you
Yeah.
would do better.
Yeah.
Because the AI wouldn't try as hard.
Which is unfortunate.
Agreed.
Come on, you got this guy. Get him! Get him! Oh. Oh, no.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
All units, cleared to head. Roger that, 1073 approved. Roadblock units deploying directly ahead of you.
oh, it's back up. Oh.
Oh, no.
Window systems are down. Suspect is using a jammer.
Can I jam his jammer? No.
No,
Jam something.
I'm getting jammed.
I am. jammed it pretty bad here.
Might as well bust your helicopter, I guess.
Nah, I can't.
Is it?
It is grayed out.
Oh.
Might be since so close to the end of the race.
Oh, it doesn't have
It's
enough
actually,
room.
I feel like it's been grayed
It doesn't
out.
have enough room to get ahead, maybe?
Yeah, it might have been grayed out because someone else had one out most of the time.
Okay.
How often do you guys
There you go,
get...
helicopter.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. How often do you guys get spiked by your own helicopter?
Not
Has
that
that
often.
happened to you?
Yeah, it has
Oh,
happened,
God,
but
that's
yeah.
infuriating. Will they drop it right in front of you?
Yeah.
Oh, you sack of crap. This car is heavy as shit. Well, he's not going to finish. All right, while it's happening, I will I had all this stuff turned up here. See you guys.
All right.
Yep, car face. Thanks, Vinny.
So, Carface, what do you think about the multiplayer? Now we've played a little bit of it. Oh, great. That's
Vroom. Vroom. We are playing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Either you gentlemen want to give this a crack?
Jeff, you want to?
yeah. I'll
Give it a crackle here. Excellent. Mix it up with the player some.
Yeah.
Free up one of my hands to drink this scotch. Internet Steve. Actually, while we're here, let's. Do we want to give away our first copy of the game?
Sure.
So there is a news story on the front door of GiantBomb.com right now promoting this this Thursday night throwdown. That is where we will be conducting these giveaways. So we're not going to do it in the chat room because it goes too crazy and Internet Steve can't keep up. So.
Okay.
Makes more sense in the in the comments section. So get over there right now because that's where we're going to be having you put in your answers for these Need for Speed related questions. Hopefully, you know a thing or two about Need for Speed and related. Brad Shoemaker, you have the question list. Internet Steve, you also have the question list, so you'll know what the answers are for these.
So well prepared. You guys hitting it out of the park with this already.
I'm really excited about all of this. I thought about
Good
it.
going.
And so Brad Shoemaker, as the question asker,
Yeah.
carte blanche.
My choice.
Yes,
All
ladies'
right.
choice here
Excellent.
for what our first trivia question. What do we want to give away here? Which one do we want to be? Which do you want to give away?
Let's start with the PS3 copy.
All right, we're giving away one. Yeah, all right, fine. We'll give away one of the PS3 copies
All right.
of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. We're actually going to be playing, one of these here later, so you may end up with an open copy of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
Had I known you needed one, I would have just brought mine in.
That's okay. I mean,
But yeah.
now it's been
Now it's been used. This was actually used.
Brad Shoemaker, fire away.
All right, first question. Need for Speed Carbon was the follow-up to Need for Speed Most Wanted. What group number is Carbon represented with on the periodic table of elements?
Get into those comments. Answer the question. First one with the right answer gets a free copy of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit for the PlayStation 3. Jeff, it looks like you've got a full lobby. You're ready to go.
I'm copping it up over
Gonna
here.
cop it up here. What do we got?
202.
What do you like? I hate that Porsche.
Take the-
I'm hearing from the control room
Take
that
this
apparently we've broken the site with this trivia question.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Apparently everyone ran to the site and now there are servers on fire. So that's why Ted was sprinting past here.
Once again, what group number is Carbon represented with on the periodic table of elements?
Steve, give us a word, give us a shout when
That page just doesn't load anymore.
Sweet. Great.
when we have a winner for it, so we can announce on the air who the lucky individual is.
Or if it stays broken forever, we'll announce it later.
Or
This giveaway's canceled.
times to be determined.
All decisions made by us are final with regards to who wins. So we'll just say no one won because the site.
And we're keeping all of these
Exploded.
copies of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. All right. So what are you driving, the Viper?
Yeah.
You'd think because of the weight that they generally tend to have that the American cars would be, I don't know, preferable. But I find that I usually end up going with some crazy European exotics.
Yeah.
Nighttime track. These are doubly fun.
Oh,
I didn't
because
see
of
that
that.
coming. I didn't see that
You
coming.
had such a steady drift going too.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, Brad, let's talk about drifting here.
Yes.
You,
Let's drift.
for listeners
Let's talk
of
about
the
it.
Giant Bombcast will probably already know that that you are a recent learner of
recent
the drifting
convert.
technique.
Yeah, you guys taught me.
I think that's overselling. I think we described it to you,
no,
and then you're
well,
like,
I mean, you gave me a pretty quick verbal crash course, and I went home and tried it, and it worked. So,
"Hey, good job with the crash course."
yes, sure.
Doritos. Brought to you by Doritos.
Doritos Crunch Course.
Yes,
No.
yes, indeed.
Doritos Crash Crunch.
So when you're going through one of those kind of prolonged drifts,
Yeah.
where you're having to sort of, the angle of the curve is changing as you go.
Yeah.
Are you feathering the stick back and forth to stay pointed into it, or are you kind of very gradually?
I tend to knock.
Yeah, me too. Like I don't have like a steady enough thumb.
You know,
So is that-
but that's something that really can differ from game to game. That's
Okay.
not like some games will be like you need to have that real gentle,
right.
kind of gradual turn. Some like a lot of them, especially these arcade style, like Hot Pursuit, you kind of just knock it back and forth.
Okay.
Get your blue sparks going.
It kind of scares me that this is considered arcade style. Like this still seems pretty technical to me, but
Sent out a roadblock here, but I'm pretty far behind. Well,
Uh-oh.
this is a dark ass course.
yeah.
Steve, let's keep the questions incoming, please. if we're not
Yeah.
able to figure out who the winner of our first
I'm
copy
trying
is.
very hard to get this page load.
Ted, fix the site.
Both Antonio and Turboman ask a similar question. Do you guys think that Criterion is going to continuously update it post-launch as much as they did with Burnout Paradise?
No, not at all. I think that we will see some post-release support from Criterion and EA for Hot Pursuit, but Burnout Paradise was a grand experiment on post-release support, I feel. So I'd be really, really surprised if they do anything even approaching that sort of depth.
I'd be surprised if there's more than car packs for this game. Honestly.
I can see track packs,
maybe track packs, maybe.
But you don't want to go too deep into that stuff, especially if you've got this nice online element to the game.
Yeah.
Got a guy right behind you, can spike him.
Do you think they're back on the annual for Need for Speed with this game?
Well, they've already got Shift 2.
Yeah,
cards.
but they
Well, I guess
kinda-
that's not Need for Speed
They've
anymore, right?
practically distanced Shift from Need for Speed at this point.
Yeah.
I can't imagine Criterion getting another one of these games out next year.
Yeah.
So unless they intend to like juggle developers on this series, maybe it'll be a while.
Armac says,
Oh.
Spiked me.
Man,
EMP has missed the target. EMP has missed the target. All units, continue pursuit over.
All right.
Internet Steve, are you having
The
any luck
racers
here
are
with
totally
the,
going to
with
finish
the,
this race.
Our comment situation?
I think we may have had a winner. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And who is the winner?
Mr. Mo.
Congratulations, Mr. Mo! Can you give us the answer, please? What group number is carbon on the periodic table of
It
elements?
says 14.
14!
that is correct.
I verified.
As you both verified from the list that I wrote. So,
14.
hopefully, Wikipedia was right.
Well,
Congratulations.
he was right, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, yeah. Or he was...
He matches our answer.
He matches our answer. Our
Yeah.
decisions are final. Congratulations, sir. That'll be in the mail shortly. It'll be one of the last things we make Internet Steve do.
Yep.
Let's get back to more racing action.
You mean watching this timer tick down?
Let's get back to watching this timer tick down.
All right. 15 seconds.
Not to be confused with the Santa Monica Pier.
I don't understand why, when you get to this point in the process, you are not allowed to spectate. Can you
Yeah,
figure that out?
it's an oversight on their part.
That
really.
sucks.
It's- yeah.
Because that's up to 60 seconds you're sitting there looking at
Yeah.
a scoreboard.
All right.
You want to give that another go,
Let's drop
Jeff?
these. I'll play one more, then I'll pass it over. How about that?
I love it.
Create a friends game.
All right, Brad, put away that list. I don't want that accidentally getting seen on camera or
When it
anything.
fall into the wrong hands.
Yeah. It's a dangerous list right
Don't
there.
want WikiLeaks to get a hold of this thing.
It's very
man.
topical of you, Jay Leno.
I already picked my next question. I hope we get to ask it. There's a really good one on here.
We'll see. Maybe you'll get to ask it. You did a good job with that one.
All right.
I liked that. That was
All
good
right.
asking, and
right.
that was one of my favorite questions of the list. So you picked well.
I was immediately drawn to it.
Vinny and I spent some good quality time coming up
Clearly,
with excellent...
the list reflects that time, that effort, your effort.
Internet Steve.
Yep.
How you doing?
Doing well.
Do you have any grand plans here now that the end is nigh?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy a car. Speaking of cars,
What are you gonna get?
I have no idea.
You should get,
I can relate.
you should get a Lamborghini Gallardo.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I hear they're very affordable now.
They're-
with
They're
the holiday
good.
season.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know, Whiskey Media internships,
Oh yeah, that's
big money to be made there.
Clearly.
So it's why it's such a sought after position. Everyone wants a piece of that, and then after that internship, you just retire. You're pretty much good.
yeah. You're pretty much done. Meanwhile, here we are,
Stuck.
stuck.
Speaking of the Gallardo, actually, okay. So I love that they have like the cool lady voice that reads the descriptions for
Yeah.
each car, but I hate that she says Gallardo.
I think that's how it's actually pronounced.
I've always heard it pronounced Gallardo.
I'm sure it probably depends on where you are.
Sure.
Do we have any?
I know Kanye West says Gallardo.
Do we have any Italians around here that can verify the?
Yeah, but he also says
Pronunciation.
too many Urkels on your team. That's why you win slow.
Wow.
What? That's
I want
That's
to
good.
either
It's a good bit of
either want to
business.
kiss him on the mouth or punch him in the face for that.
probably do both.
It's so bad, but so good. God damn it. Damn you, Kanye. So many confusing emotions.
He's just here to provoke,
And he does it.
as an artist.
He's a provocateur. All right, so you're going to do a little racing this time.
Yeah. Damn it! This looked like a daytime track.
Yeah, you keep getting stuck with these night events. It's unfortunate. Can your headlights be broken out in this?
I don't think so.
Because I had them go out in a night
You can turn
race
them
one
off.
time. No, maybe I turned them off. Unwittingly. Whoa.
It's already getting serious here.
Oh!
Cars!
Oh! Curse you, random traffic. Hate the random traffic in this game.
Yes, it's the random traffic that is inevitably the death of me.
Yep. Just always screaming around the turn at the least opportune time.
Or even just like on a straightaway, like I'm going so fast.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, it's rough. Steve, let's keep the questions coming from the chat, please.
Yeah, Dorky Moore asks, would this game benefit from World's Wildest Police Videos, John Bunnell? This is commentary.
the announcer
that
from
dude. Yeah.
what is it?
World's most dangerous police
most
chases
dangerous-
or whatever.
His
yes,
commentary.
absolutely. Because there is for the PlayStation 1, there was
Yeah.
a World's Scariest Police Chases or
Holy
Most
crap.
Dangerous, whatever.
Oh,
that
God.
show, they made a PlayStation 1
Holy
racing game that had his voiceover
Wow.
work in it. It was a terrible game, but
it
his
was.
voice work was amazing. that dude, that guy can deliver a line.
That guy can deliver a line.
Yeah. Oh, he's so good.
I got popped, man.
That guy manhandled you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was fucking savage.
Yeah, people have gotten good at this game.
I noticed there's at least one level 20 guy in this game. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I bet it was him.
Forget you, Mr. Falcon. So you can spectate if you've been busted, but not
Right.
if you finish.
yeah,
that's
and
weird.
if the person you're spectating crosses the finish line, it goes into finished mode, and you can't change player anymore. It's just kind of, and also apparently it's broken now.
We're changing player.
Dr. Sanchez wants to know, is the constant reminder of friends' progress intrusive or annoying?
I love it. I think it's great.
I think it's good. Yeah, it's a cool addition.
It's good because it gives you it allows you a sense of progress regardless of how you play the game. You can choose to play this strictly online. You can play it strictly offline. You can do just like for me a lot of the times it's like I'm not even going through the career directly. I'm just going through my auto log and seeing like, okay, what tracks have all of my friends played?
I think that's if you have a lot of people in your friends list that have played the game, it's really good.
Yeah.
If you only have a couple, it's not so good.
Yeah, I mean it's just kind of worthless if
It
you don't
kind
have
of depends
the
on.
you
Yeah.
know, if you don't have people to play with, multiplayer games aren't very good.
Well, I'm not even saying like the multiplayer side of it. I mean like the career mode is harder to navigate if you don't have a lot of friends that have played the game, because the main career mode menu is not great. Go through that map.
True. That's
kind
true.
of sucks.
It does, and actually that's how I ended up going into the autolog, was that I was just going through the main career and being like, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And then goofing around on the menus and seeing the autolog, it's like, oh, this is a much more streamlined, direct route to more races. So
Is this a fresh batch of people, or do we
no,
need to...
no, it's we've got an open slot too, so let's dump them out.
All right.
Let's get a fresh
that
group.
here.
And Jeff, do you want to get
create
the
friends game?
Are we just gonna? Should we just stick to hot pursuits?
Yeah.
For the duration. I mean, that's really the only way to play, right?
Yeah, you want to hand me the question sheet there?
Oh man.
Yes, please.
So we're gonna do a 360. We did with PS3 last
We did
time.
PS3
right?
last
Okay,
time.
Let's do a
We'll do 360.
360.
Choose your class here, Bradley, and let's get a fresh group.
I go for performance.
Performance, taking it down a notch. All right.
I'm out of my element here. I'm
Fair enough.
cut me a little bit of slack here.
No, go back one.
I'm sorry.
And pull up the hit the jewel,
Oh, right.
and then go to friends, and then go to TNT, and then go over, and then go to view friends.
Aha.
There we are.
Here is the treasure trove.
Jeff
All right.
Gersman, you have the list.
Help me out here. I don't know who has been in here.
Go
Neither do we.
Go from the bottom.
Start from the bottom here.
I went from the bottom.
Oh, start
go
from the
from-
top.
You always do that.
It's the only way I know.
Go.
What is Razor Callahan's given first name?
First person to answer this gets an Xbox 360 copy of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Jeff, you already know the answer to this.
Yeah.
That's a softball.
Yeah. So again, you need to post that in the comments.
Post
on
that in the comments
story.
on the TNT story on the front page.
It may take a little while to get that to go.
giantbomb.com. You'll see it. It's hard to miss. It should be right there.
Yep.
Even features a little video clip of
It does. Of Need for Speed Most
Mr.
Wanted.
Razor.
Yes, Dr. Mr. Razor.
Dr. Mr. Razor.
I believe we already have a winner.
Already have a
We
winner?
already have a winner.
Terrific.
Love this. Brad, what are you going with here?
Give it to me.
Just
Give it
looking
to
for the
you.
highest number.
Is it Clarence?
Looks like it's the...
That is, yes,
Yes.
that is the answer. The
The
answer.
You have the
Paco.
list, don't ask
no,
us.
No, I just wanted
Did Clarence win
anticipation.
also?
Yeah, the Paco.
All right, great.
Congratulations.
You
What was the
got
name again?
yourself
The Paco.
Say that one more time.
The Paco.
The Pac.
Oh,
The Paco.
yeah.
Okay.
The Paco.
I thought that's not a
Thaco.
word.
Thaco.
Congratulations, Mr. Pack. Mr. Dr. Paco.
Yeah.
You win an Xbox 360 copy of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
That's pretty cool.
That's kind of all I have to say there. It's not as cool as Cool Baby, but it's still pretty cool. All right. Jeff, I think we have a blind spot between our two cameras where Mr. Baby is sitting exactly, or where
Yeah. I don't
Mr.
think Dr. Mr. Baby can actually be seen.
He's just our private spirit animal.
How is Cool Babby formed?
Excellent. Let's get more questions from the chat, please.
sure.
Steven.
Does Hot Pursuit satisfy your burnout fix, or is Paradise still your go-to for that?
I haven't played Paradise in a really long time.
I haven't either.
This
Oh my god.
this tickles it.
Ooh.
I would not say it
Yeah, dodge
satisfies
those.
it, but there are burnout-ish moments.
Yeah.
I could use some more proper burnout, though.
Me too. Yeah, I don't know that I could go back and play Paradise at this point. I played so much of it that
Yeah.
it's. So now you mention it, that might yeah.
Did you go through all like the crazy post-release stuff? Because they put out so much.
my
stuff.
God.
I didn't go super deep into it. Yeah, you can EMP helicopters,
Holy shit.
by the way.
I just did.
Yeah.
Oh. Didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't think I wanted to do that.
I did not do every single post-release thing because I
Okay.
didn't really like the bikes all that much. And
Yeah, a lot of it, like, there was, at a certain point, I felt like, there was kind of too much. Like, they were putting out so much stuff of, like, we got weird little cars
Yeah.
and movie cars, and here's this pack and that pack.
nope.
Shit.
Well, you got me 5,000 points, so thank you.
You were the last
Oh,
racer.
man,
Jam,
that's
jam.
No good at all.
God, didn't even matter.
Oh.
You are going to get blowed up. And work you hard.
Dude,
That's bad for
there
you.
was nowhere I could go. Man, we got
You got a
destroyed.
busted leg.
Wow.
Busted so hard the
No, no, it's
controller
controller's
disconnected.
Controllers, yeah. I don't know what's up, why it keeps disconnecting.
Come on, Fable controller.
Yeah,
All right.
Maybe that's why.
I think it's probably Peter Molyneux.
These teams were not even balanced.
The spirit of
How-
Peter
how-
Molyneux.
Oh, yeah, in Friends games, you don't have to balance teams.
That is a bummer. Wish I had realized that.
Reconnect your controller.
I did. Just desynced again. We may need a new controller here. Come on. All right.
A new car!
Yay!
Hey, new car.
Oh, McLaren at that. Hot dog. Hey, Sean. Dude, could you turn that clock so I could see it?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we could go one more with these guys, right?
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah,
Sean
you should,
Koontz, ladies and gentlemen.
These guys should
Clock
just
turner
really balance
extraordinaire.
out.
There we go.
There
It's
we go.
balanced now.
No. There.
All right.
Yes.
All right. I guess I'll play.
All right, hit it.
Go. Yes. No!
Somebody change?
No,
All right.
I just like making noises sometimes.
Oh!
Like I was Joe Piscopo or something.
What? Joe Piscopo's not a noisemaker. He's a comedian. There's a difference.
Like I was Michael Winslow.
That's why you're Winslow.
That'll do it. Go, all right.
I gotta say, we are playing like garbage.
Yeah, we have not
So far.
We have not been doing
Yeah.
collectively. We have not been doing particularly well.
Yeah, we're getting ripped up here. It's almost as if they are trying to
They're ganging
get
up on us. It's weird. I can't imagine why everyone would gun for us specifically.
I don't know. It's because we're most wanted.
I was just saying, this is just like this
dude,
has to
this-
be how
is
Wesley
not
Snipes
cool.
feels in the yard. Could we get a cable for this controller? Because our battery situation.
I got this one at my desk. I don't know
Get
if
one from the
anyone-
desk. Nah, that's not going to work.
Oh, this is. Oh, this thing better sync quickly.
Just in time. Production assistant Sean Koontz, kind of killing it here today. Yeah, come around that side.
Oh God!
Plug the USB end into the front of the Xbox.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Yeah,
Don't hit the power button.
that'd be pretty funny. Just,
Go ahead. You're good. You're good. Just don't hit the power button.
Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap!
The top one, yeah, not the bottom one. Something already plugged in there. Dude, this isn't operation. It's a USB port.
Oh crap!
The little bump goes to the inside.
Oh shit!
hit the brakes, something.
All right, yeah.
Jammer.
that's-
Yeah,
that'll work.
I always think jammer is on the left.
Bring the
so
other end of that up here, and Brad can plug that in at his leisure.
Wasted a freaking EMP last time. Oh God! Dude, rough.
Sean, you play any of this Need for Speed?
It is. It's pretty fun.
It does look awesome.
Pretty fun.
Yes, the car is pretty messed
The
up.
brakes. There you go. That is exactly how you do it. Except now you're going the wrong way.
Now he's shortcutting, or I guess not really.
Oh no. Oh my God.
Oh, you're gonna get crashed.
Oh
All right.
man.
Now you can plug that controller in. Thanks, Koontz.
Thank you, Sean Koontz.
I don't think it's doing anything.
Well,
Actually, I don't even know if this thing will draw power if there are real batteries.
try pulling out the real batteries.
I suppose that's true.
All right, whatever. No, we don't want to switch controllers because then we have to sign in, sign out. Xbox is dumb.
Yeah, that's.
We're almost done with the Xbox portion of the show here, anyways.
Oh man, really?
Brad, if you want to cut out and go over and
Yeah, I'll jump in the one from my desk. I would love to.
All right.
I'll throw down with you.
I would love to play without the audience nerve in effect. Have you heard of this? Like this is the official StarCraft term, the audience nerve. Having to play in front of a bunch of people.
Oh, sure. Yeah. think we have verified over the years that it definitely exists.
Oh, it just doesn't light up, but it's totally. Although I did just unplug the pull batteries out. Steve.
Hot questions. I like it when they. That's what I like doing. Plugging the hole in the roadblock.
Ronald,
Just sitting there.
Ronald wants to know: is there a reason for the strange-looking rear view mirror?
Yeah, it's color coded to like point out cops and racers more effectively than all the other cars and stuff. So
I will also imagine that probably saves the frame rate a little bit, not having to draw all of the background environment twice.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, it actually does have a functional advantage for sure.
It ends up being relatively useful.
Yeah, because you'll see the cars. They like the other racers are. I guess the cops are like bright yellow. Whoever you aren't.
I don't think the colors change. I think it's the cops are always blue and the racers are always yellow.
Okay.
Who's got a marking pen over here?
No one.
Did someone attach a Sharpie to one of the lights or something? Because I'm just getting Sharpie smell all day long. I'm loving it.
I'm not getting any of that, but that's great. Hey, Matt Roy. You want to come watch racing?
Smoke. Just occasionally getting the smell of a Sharpie pen. You getting that, Matt Roy?
You have to grab a microphone.
You digging it?
No. You're not actually
You're not
talking.
even on camera, so it's like this joke doesn't play at all.
That gag
great
means nothing.
Too bad. It was a classic.
That was a good piece of business. All right, so no, I don't want to join friends. I want to create my own friends game. Hot Pursuit. It was super. Let's get Mr. Shoemaker.
Jeff, did you know that according to Netflix, Jackie Brown is, or rather, if you like Jackie Brown, you'll like Too Fast, Too Furious.
That's accurate. I like both those movies.
I don't like either movie, so.
You're not a Jackie Brown fan?
No, not really. Well, it's not that I don't like Jackie Brown; it's that I think it is incredibly overrated.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, TNT.
Okay.
I like both, so I think they are that recommendation stands.
Okay, right on. And I think Too Fast, Too Furious is total garbage. Worst of the series. Worst of the whole series.
Couldn't be more wrong.
Yeah, it
So
definitely.
good.
Well, their expectations are so high.
Exactly.
So good.
And none of the things that were great about the first movie were present in the second.
I would love for you to go back and actually watch the first movie again.
I have.
How recently have you seen The Fast and the Furious?
About a year ago, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
That recently?
Yeah.
I give them really good credit for the fake out ending part where then they're in the race and he's gonna hit a train. No, he misses a train when he gets hit by a truck. Oh, I love it. I'm sorry. I need to stop doing that high pitched thing.
All right, are we bounced out?
Jordana Brewster, huh?
We are.
Who's Jordana Brewster? Is that the sister?
Yeah.
Are you talking about one of the actresses?
Yeah.
Okay. The sister's cute. Yeah.
All right.
The world had more for her, but it didn't go her way. The career did not work out the way it could have, I think.
For young Miss Brewster.
Yeah.
There's some sick rides here. Is that a cop Lamborghini?
No.
But
But all the same cars exist on both sides. So there are
It's a
totally-
bright yellow Lamborghini.
Is there in the fiction? Do they explain how cops have Lamborghinis?
Yes.
A little bit, actually, yeah. They do kind of say.
We need to test this new car on the mean streets of LA.
Well, this is where all the speeders hang out. It's
We're in
this county,
Seacrest
County, is supposedly Speeders Paradise. Well, street racers.
So we got to outfit the cops with
So they-
Lamborghinis.
so that's why they drive Bentleys.
$300,000.
Couldn't find a fast car that
fast car,
wasn't
yeah.
a Bentley.
Right.
So had to do that. The game is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Getting into our last Xbox 360 race. I'm gonna switch over to PS3 here in a minute.
Rolling start.
Thank you.
Daytona.
Enemy Mouse wants to know: was the movie Torque done in earnest or ironically?
Both. According to folks who worked on the film, half the people thought that they were making a parody of The Fast and the Furious. Half the people thought that it was like for real.
And the other half worked for Mountain Dew.
If you've seen the movie Torque, you can see it going back and forth.
Yeah.
Some of the best product placement too.
Oh god, that whole bike fight. That whole bike fight.
Here's an ad
The
for
fact that
Mountain
you
Dew.
can say bike fight.
Torque is outstanding.
Torque is outstanding, regardless of intent.
That is my Too Fast, Too Furious.
That is my Fast and the Furious.
Jammed, man.
Yeah, jam their EMP.
It's weird how racing games have shifted from straight up racing to everything needs gadgets now. What was that?
How am I already damage critical?
Wow.
I don't know.
'Cause I had the one crash.
Well, you did hit a spike strip too. Whoa, goodness. You're going backwards. Oh dear, that was crude.
Nice. The guy's like, check this out. Bop.
I can turn around too.
That was rough. I had like the one spike strip.
Uh-huh.
I got knocked around a couple times, but I feel like I did not take that much damage there.
Did you get EMP'd?
He did. No, he had a locked off, and he dodged
I
it.
dodged that. That was the one EMP as I dodged that one.
So explain this game mode to me. There's
Cops and racers, team of cop, team of racers.
Are the cops trying to run the racers off the road?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like I remember
It's
playing
like
this-
Road Rage and Burnout.
Well, the one I was going to go for was Cat and Mouse in Project Gotham Racing.
Yeah.
It was a kind of an unofficial user mode where you get on the Nürburgring, one dude's in a Mini, and the other team is trying to knock him off the road as much as they can, and the other team has protectors. The Mini has protectors. So that was always the
I
most
was
fun
going
to
to go
play.
more with Jeff's thing.
I
'Cause
don't.
it's an actual mode.
Sorry. Cat and Mouse.
Cat and Mouse, they eventually like rolled it out as a
did they
proper
actually make
mode.
that into a
and-
thing?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was so much fun to play that though.
Then
Oh,
I
jeez.
rescind my smarm.
No, you don't.
I rescind my smarm. Pee-wee. Steve, more questions?
LIK wants to know, what's your favorite car in the game? Do you have a preference for a different class? Or
For some, usually I'm not into them. I really love driving the Lamborghinis in this game.
I think
The Lambos.
Tier 4 is probably my favorite tier. Tier 5 is too crazy. The cars just get too fast and perhaps too furious.
How is the furiousness? I was going to ask.
There's a level of fury associated with Tier 5 that is
I'm gonna hand off this mic.
a bit much.
Yeah.
So I think 4 is kind of the sweet spot for me.
Joining us here now, one Gary Whitta. Yeah, use the lav, please. Another enthusiast.
Brad busted that guy.
Dude, we were all shut down pretty bad there.
Yeah.
Who's playing right now?
He got knocked out.
I got knocked out.
Oh.
So we were just waiting for that one
you were just waiting for the game
to
to
wrap
end,
up.
okay.
We're at about the halfway mark for this week's TNT.
Uh-huh.
Already, flying by. So we're going to switch over to the PlayStation 3 version. We've been playing the 360
Are
version.
you confident you got a good
We've been doing
gang
terrible.
of people over
We've been
there?
getting destroyed, so
Oh, yeah,
everyone's
we've been-
really good.
Oh,
We're
okay.
getting ripped apart. It's been
Yeah, we're going to...
It's been a horrific
You want to
nightmare.
grab
Wow,
that?
I've never seen 34 people online like that.
that
That's crazy.
DualShock, and that's on the PS3.
yeah.
So we're switching over. If you want to play with us on the PS3, GBTNT, we're getting into it. I think we should have plenty of people. If not, Jeff, you can pull it up, and there may be room
Some
left
more
on
requests coming in.
Yeah.
because-
I accepted as many requests as I could right before we started the show.
You're only a level 1 guy, so you're not going to have any of the sweet toys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We
Really?
haven't playing a ton on the
doesn't
PS3.
count. Wait, see, the Sharpie smell. Do you smell it?
No.
It smells like a Sharpie pen.
I don't smell anything.
Jeff keeps talking about Sharpie. I think that means you're having a stroke.
Oh man.
This guy's level 20. Watch for that guy.
These guys. I didn't even send invites. These guys are joining.
Level
That's because
20.
you're on the GBTNT list, and they're
Oh,
all
it's
Oh, they
fine.
just joined. Right. So
So
good. Let's get some people to join up.
yeah.
I got to say, I love this game. This is one of my favorite games this year.
You having
A lot
fun
of
with this?
Tons of fun.
I've noticed
It's
you.
my most played game this year, I think.
As far as just like time spent.
Yeah, time spent. I'm level 20 on both sides online. The single player campaign's got some issues, but the real meat of the game is online. The hot pursuit mode online is just tons of fun. Never gets old.
Wait for an 8th to get in here. Yes.
Maybe invite someone here.
Out here. How about that guy?
Get some more folks in here.
And that guy.
I just saw the NPDs. It looks like this outsold Gran Turismo 5.
Oh, this did?
Yeah.
Huh.
It-
Which
well,
I
is
think
that-
the
is
numbers
that
are kind of
different
off this-
days in the
Yeah,
month
I think Gran
and-
Turismo 5 came out much later, but I
More-
was glad
and
to
also
see.
two,
that-
3 platforms for this.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think
So-
Wii really counts because I think it was a pretty bad port, but
I haven't seen
well,
the Wii version,
PC
but yeah.
as well. But I was hoping this would do
Inevitably
well.
a bad version.
I was hoping this would do well, but it's because it seemed like it's a great game, but it got sandwiched in that time of the year when there's so many.
Right.
I found it was hard for me to find people to play because everyone else was either playing Black Ops or Brotherhood.
But if you go in there now, like I've got a full friends list on 360.
Yeah.
Like a ton ton of people
it's
have
picking up
played
now.
this game.
Because I think people are wising up to this is a good game, and you can get some good deals on it. You can pick it up for like $40 now.
Yeah, they had all those Black Friday sales, and all that
30
stuff.
$30
$35.
you can get.
I think
Yeah.
it's actively like right now $40 on Amazon.
Right now, it's
That's-
just $39.99. Yeah, it's a
That's
great
crazy.
deal.
Do you think it's just them trying to like realizing that Need for Speed's kind of taken a beating over the last few years?
I don't think it has anything to do with the game specifically.
You think
I think it's just like it's their loss leader. I think it's.
You think it's the retailers doing it, not EA?
Yeah, I don't think it's EA dropping the prices on this.
Yeah.
I wasn't too thrilled when I heard about them giving this to Criterion, because I love Criterion. I kind of felt just let them do what they do, which is the Burnout games.
Yeah.
But seeing what they've done, I think in retrospect, this is the smartest thing they could have done, which is give this particular kind of Need for Speed game, the Hot Pursuit games, to Criterion, and they did a great job with it.
I feel like they needed someone great to make a Need for Speed game to get the Need for Speed franchise back on course.
Here I am, level 1, racing against some level 20s. It'll
Oh
go
man,
well.
yeah, they're gonna have all the level 3 roadblocks and spike strips.
Oh, that's right. So all their ability stuff carries, right?
All of their abilities will be ranked up,
Delightful.
and Jeff will have none of those things. And also, they'll have some of the
Well, also keep in mind,
more
you'll-
unlocked cars in this class.
If you can survive, Jeff, you'll rank up super quick.
It's true.
So maybe in a couple races we'll have some better stuff. All right, Steve, let's get some questions from the chat room.
Yeah, are some cars more easily damageable than others?
Are some cars more easily damaged than
There's-
others?
You know, that's something I've given a lot of thought to. There's no overt statistics in the game to indicate that, but it seems like the heavier, boxier, tank-like cars can give out and take more damage than the smaller, lightweight cars. That's how it feels, but I don't know for sure if that's true.
Yeah.
Gary, you want to hand me that pen there?
Yeah.
Sure. Ah!
Yep.
Ouch.
Dodge the lights. Is that pen a Sharpie?
This is not a Sharpie.
Damn it.
You were putting up some pretty good auto log. I was chasing some of your auto log times for a while there in single player.
Yeah, I've been playing it past. I played it maybe a week or two after its release, like one night, and then I didn't touch it for a long time. And then this week I've spent a couple of nights with it. Over the weekend I played it some too. Kind of getting actually just trying to get more prepared for this TNT. Although never actually going into any of the online stuff. So
I'm telling you, that's where the real fun is.
I was really pleased just to see that like all of my single player progression was counting into that. In that playing online is earning me points as well. So like that's
true.
A
I mean,
cool
whether
thing.
you play online or single player, it all goes towards your one career, which is great.
That dude just ran straight into you.
Yeah, it's because they're just turning around and.
I tell you, and you play these 4-on-4 games, it's often like the cops are more of a danger to each other than they are to the racers.
Yeah.
They'll get in each other's way. They'll crash into you.
All right, Gary. So this is nice turbo. Well done. I'm handing
Avoided that EMP,
I'm handing
which is very
this
nice.
piece of paper here. You get to be our next giveaway guest.
What's this here?
We have 4 copies of the game to give away, and I have
2 copies to give away now.
Well, so we've given away 2 so far. We've given away 1 PS3 and 1 360, so we've got 1 of each left to give away in the rest of this show. There is the game. I have Vinny and I have handcrafted.
No, I'm out.
Oh, okay.
Vinny and I have handcrafted a list of trivia questions concerning Need for Speed. As the asker, it is your choice to.
Oh, I get to pick which question I'd like
pick
to
which
ask? Okay,
question you'd like to ask. For folks who are watching who would like to win a copy, which one do you want to give away? You want to give away a 360 or PS3?
Let's give away. I've been playing the 360. Let's give away a 360.
We're going to give away our last 360 copy of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Internet Steve is going to be standing by to watch for the answer. Go to the front page of Giant Bomb. We have a news story up for this TNT. In the comments, answer this question that one Gary Witta is about to ask. Gary, take it away.
All right, I'm going to ask this one right here. Josie Moran played a character in Need for Speed Most Wanted who shares a surname with a character from The Fast and the Furious. What is the character's name, as well as the name of the other actress? I almost read out the answer by accident.
When I asked mine, I almost did too. I was like,
First person to get the answer. So there's 2 parts
this
to
is
that.
a 2-part question.
So
Two-part
we want,
question.
we want the
We
name
need-
of the character that Josie Moran played in Need for Speed Most Wanted,
Yes.
as well as the name of the other actress.
Yes.
What does that mean, the other actress?
Well, the actress that the character's name is shared in Fast and the Furious. there's a character that has the same name as Josie Moran's character in Need for
Oh,
Speed
I
Most
see.
Wanted.
Who's the actress that plays that
Who is the character that
has
plays that
name?
character that
Okay.
has that shared
In
name?
yes.
Right. So there's 2 answers required.
Yes,
here.
2 parts required for this to get it to win this. Making you work on this
That's
one.
a
That's
tough
a
one. I
tricky
feel
one.
bad now.
Yeah.
That
This
I
one's
gave
a-
him
that's-
such a
that's
tough
probably the
one. 'Cause there's a
toughest
couple
one.
here that are really easy.
Yeah, we did a couple of softballs. I wanted to
feel
mix it up,
bad
but
now.
again, I wanted to leave it to the question asker.
Yep. Yep.
Let them decide. I appreciate that you pulled no punches on that.
Yeah,
Are we
went
continuing
straight-
to suck something awful here, Jeff?
You know,
Given the circumstances, I guess you know.
Yeah, you're definitely at a bit of a disadvantage here as a
Yeah.
level 1 dude.
For sure.
I actually was asked to leave a game because I was playing this pretty obsessively over Thanksgiving. I ranked up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And I was at like level 18, 19, and he throws you into random rooms. And I go into rooms with a bunch of like level 5, 6 races. I'm like, oh, get out of here, man! You're just trying to beat up on us. And like, they weren't happy that I was so leet.
It's an impressive American accent there.
You like how I did
I don't
that?
think I've ever actually heard you.
That's the
American
accent I
come
adopt
out.
on Xbox Live so that people will like me more.
Hey, what's going on, guys? You want to play some Call of Duty? Duh! Like that? Is that?
That was pretty much spot on.
All right, excellent, great. I'm gonna be a hit. at
British
the
people have a
parties.
very well-earned reputation on Xbox Live for being very obnoxious. So I try to try not to
on
be British.
Xbox Live.
Yeah. Yeah. And only on Xbox Live.
But then also towards each other with the accents too. I've never heard people from such a small place have so much grief to give each other about their own accents.
Well, that's because we're all jammed onto that little island. You see, there's a lot of it's like Battle Royale, just on a mass scale.
But yeah, it's like you live like 50 miles from that guy. How are you making fun of his accent and saying like, oh, he's so trashy?
Well, you do see a tremendous amount of regional variation over a small period,
Certainly.
over a small area.
Certainly.
There are people that only live a couple of hundred miles away whose accents you wouldn't be able to understand. I don't know how that works.
Oh,
but-
Crown Vic.
Ooh.
God, I
Now
like
again, Crown Vic, not particularly fast, but if that thing hits you, that thing's made out of solid steel.
Yeah.
That's going to hit you hard.
I want a Crown Vic. Internet Steve, do we have a winner for the question?
Still looking for it right now.
Still looking, man.
I'll repeat the question then.
You
for
wanna
folks
do it?
who don't.
It's there. Someone has had it, but I'm still.
Oh, okay,
gonna
okay,
find
okay.
who
You're
it
saying
is.
that it's already been answered.
Yeah.
You're dead. You just don't know it yet.
I'm already
I
dead.
want a Crown Vic.
You should get one.
I just want one.
Just get one.
I want to get an I want the Interceptor.
How long have you been talking about getting a cop car?
I've been talking about getting a cop car for way too long. I should get a cop
Get a
car
cop car.
already.
Get a cop car, spray paint it flat black.
But I gotta go somewhere. I gotta
Well, you
like,
want like an actual ex-cop car with
yeah.
like a shotgun rack and
well,
everything?
like the Interceptor is a specific model of the Crown Vic that they make
only
for
made
cop
for the
cars.
police, right?
That's a different. It's a much more powerful, faster car than a stock Crown Vic. The thing is, like when you're going to get a decommissioned cop car, if you get like a patrol car, like a highway car, they've just been beat to hell.
Yeah.
So there's that is an issue. So the gem is always like you got to find a decommissioned cop car that was like a sergeant's car, something that
Right, 'cause
still has all
that
the,
would have been kept in good condition.
right, something that was driven to the office, not something that was on the beat every day.
You want Sergeant Alf Powell's car, right? Just drove it around at 10 miles an hour and stopped at 7-Elevens
That's
to
it.
buy donuts.
That's it.
Until he got shot up. You actually don't want
Yeah,
that
you don't
car.
want his car anymore.
bringing it back to yesterday's screening room where they watched Die Hard. And then also earlier we were making references to Family Matters, so it's
You know, I was watching Lethal Weapon last night.
really all together.
Yeah,
Yes.
I watch it every Christmas.
Yeah.
And I realized that both of those movies end in exactly the same way, with the crazy blonde henchman
Yep.
being defeated by the hero,
Yep.
and then kind of coming back
But it's way
in slow motion, and
It's-
then he gets gunned down in slow motion by the hero.
it's way crazier in Lethal Weapon because they have this full-on fucking fight where it's like
Yeah.
everyone was like, okay, everyone stand
Yeah, and
back.
there's no reason to have it. They've already got him in custody. They just have the fight just to have it because they're two dudes that need to settle it.
Yeah, it's way crazier than the gun pull from Sven or whatever.
What was his name? Carl? No.
No,
Was it
Carl-
Carl's the guy in Die Hard.
Is
Yeah,
Carl,
Carl's the guy in Die
the
Hard.
blonde dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Detecting an EMP lock.
Where'd that guy go?
Take evasive maneuvers.
So he's back there getting dealt with.
Hey Gary, why don't you scooch over here a little more, get a little closer.
Oh, you want me over this side?
Yes, please. Thank you.
I don't want to get too close to Jeff.
Few people do.
No such thing. Steve, how's it going?
We have a
You
winner.
believe we have a winner. I want confidence.
Do I have the answers right
yeah.
here? I can confirm.
I think we can confirm that Hostile 17.
Hostile 17?
Yeah, he said yeah. It's
Okay.
very hostile. He said Mia and Jordana Brewster.
That
Yes.
is what is written here.
That's right. Yeah, Mia's the name
Although
of the character.
technically it says Mia, Jordana Brewster.
Did you put the comment in?
You may want to go to a judge's ruling on that.
I'm going to allow it. I'm going to
I think
allow
that's
it.
fair enough. I think that would be
Although
very...
in some of these, I do actually have allowable alternate answers. So,
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I wanted to make sure that was well covered.
Yeah, I think he got it right. So he wins a copy
Congratulations.
of Hot Pursuit.
Yeah, he wins an Xbox 360 copy of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. So congratulations, sir.
You earned a trophy.
And the TNT account gets a trophy. And there's a
And
trophy
another
named
one.
Burnout. So wah wah.
And you get it for doing a burnout.
It always makes me giggle just a little bit whenever the takedown comes up on screen.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, you guys just barely didn't make a Burnout game here.
I know, they definitely brought a lot of stuff over from the Burnout games. The takedowns and the wrecks, it's a very similar feel.
Deployed directly ahead of you.
It's interesting because this game has just really
Nice.
terrific
Oh.
wrecks,
Oh, great wrecks.
but they couldn't feel more different from the wrecks in Burnout.
Oh, really? You think so?
Because in Burnout, it's all about the car, like the chassis crushing and crunching and everything smushing up.
Right.
That doesn't happen so much. It's more about the particles and the debris and the sparks and the fire that's flying all around you.
This is
while
more
you're-
kind of almost like more, as you'd imagine in a cops and robbers type game, is more cinematic, like cars rolling and...
Yeah. It's
Going
more
over
about
the rail.
the flip and not just like the car just turning into a small
It's probably
little
because with
wad.
licensed cars they can't really
It's probably part of it.
get as crazy
Right.
with that stuff. So it's more effects.
I'd have to imagine. Gary, do you have any interest in playing here?
Sure. I've never played the PlayStation version, so this will be new to me. I'm not used to the dual sticks here.
Why don't you
But,
back out here?
back out?
Go back one layer here, and let's get a fresh group for a little Need for
so
Speed Hot
Friends
Pursuit.
game.
Create Friends game?
Create Friends game, Hot
Do
Pursuit,
Hot Pursuit, sports.
and more questions from the chat, please. Internet
And now
Steve.
people, they'll
Yeah,
just
people-
populate.
people
That'll
just be able
just
to join in.
populate once we're full up. Go to start game. You can press square if you want to play as racer or cop.
I'm going to change the event.
Chili Bean wants to know what sorts of things can you unlock throughout the course of the game?
Can you unlock?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you do get a lot of cars, but also your equipment levels up as you use it. So when you successfully land EMPs and stuff like that, you eventually will get better EMPs, longer spike strips,
Right.
Helicopters that can kind of be out for a longer period of time before having to go back and refuel.
Should we wait to fill these last two slots or just go?
Yeah, I mean, you can go out and send out some invites if you want to.
Okay, let's see. Just
invite some friends.
Just anyone?
Yeah.
Send.
Let's go
push
down the
down
list here.
and-
Oh, I see. Okay.
Go a little further down, just go deeper.
Go
There we go.
deeper. We need to go deeper.
Yes.
Ninja Hunter. I like his style.
Oh, you missed him.
Did I?
Yeah, whatever.
See, he'll never know how close he came to greatness.
Oh, he does know because he's watching the stream.
There he is.
Failed to send. Perfect.
All
I
right.
think we might actually be full now.
Okay, let's try it. Back. Are we full? We're at 7.
We're at 7. Come on, folks. If you want to come play with us, we're
Try
ready. We're
one
waiting
more
for you.
invite. I'm gonna go down and stop me anytime.
Stop.
Silver Streak.
Silver Streak. Perfect. I love Richard Pryor.
Yes, you do.
Perfect. I do.
Does anyone
just-
ever remember what that movie was? I only remember the part of Gene Wilder has to black up. That's like the
Yes.
one scene everybody. What was the movie really about? They were on a train.
I couldn't tell you what any Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor movie was actually about.
Really, I
was,
remember Stir Crazy.
what was See No
Yeah.
Evil, Hear No Evil about?
Oh God.
Other than a blind guy and a deaf guy.
What more do you need to know?
They see and hear a crime, and then
That's
someone
right.
is trying to kill them.
That's right.
I'm going to say you're just
we
making
go.
that up off of intuition.
Oh, really? You only have the Crown
no,
Vic.
it's really,
Okay.
yeah.
Kind of lean.
That's fine. I can drive the Crown Vic.
You can always go to the PlayStation Store and unlock all the cars for $3.
That's right. The time saver pack. So what am I doing? It's the same accelerate, brake, and
yes,
all right.
that's the analog triggers.
All right.
Ready to go.
What's my e-brake? Square?
Square.
Okay.
We'll find out as we go. Internet Steve, let's keep the questions a-coomin'.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about the rapid response events?
Hate them.
Yeah.
Hate them.
Just
I bet you everyone else there hates them
Yeah,
too.
the races? I mean, they're basically
No, they're
just-
the ones. They're
point
just
to
straight
point.
time trials, and you can't take any damage. 2-second penalties anytime you hit the
Anytime you hit
wall.
anything.
Oh yeah.
the
I mean,
cops,
I don't know. I don't mind them.
It just
They're
feels
not.
like
They're not my
If you're
favorite
trying to get
part.
golds and everything, it's a pain in the ass.
I just-
Like that's what I really love about the autolog is I cannot care at all about trying to get goals.
No, you just care about beating your buddies.
Yeah, it's like it's great because it gives you so many different metrics by which to decide I'm doing well or I need to improve this. You can choose to focus on so many different things, and I really appreciate that.
I actually had a gold in one event, and I continued playing it for like an extra hour because I didn't beat the person that I wanted to beat.
I'm usually happy if I can get into like my top 3 with the people on my friends list.
Yeah, you want to be in your top 3 if you can. But
Some of the people on my list are brutal. I got some friends that are real sons of bitches.
Oh, that was close.
I know this is not a giant 3D TV, so
I know I'm having a hard time here. I actually haven't really played any games on that new TV yet. I think it will be good though.
Yeah, I went and bought my 3D TV, used it for about a day.
The 3D part, you mean?
No, just not
the
even in
using it
3D. The 3D I've used for about 15 minutes.
I think everyone's behind you
Long
now.
enough to show it to someone and go, yeah, you can play Call of Duty like this. You went, oh, why would anyone do this? So yeah, that's kind of exactly.
I don't know. I kind of feel like there's maybe more potential for 3D games than 3D movies.
I think you're probably right. I think they just need to get to a point where they're not sacrificing so much frame rate to do so.
I enjoyed. I played some Dead Rising at PAX in 3D and really enjoyed it. And I was excited to see that Uncharted 3 is going to be in 3D.
I have to imagine that any first-party Sony release
they will
from here to forever is going to be in 3D.
T-Mobile.
Let's get a roadblock up and see if that can do anything.
Well, I think everyone's behind you, so plug the hole.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Get up into this roadblock
Hold on,
and plug the hole.
let me turn my siren off as well so I can be stealthy.
Get to
Oh, yeah,
no,
that's
like
what
go
I should
sit
do.
in the
I should
middle
go
of the
sit in the hole and
roadblock.
drop a spike strip right as it's coming through. I had no idea I was so far ahead of these guys. I thought they were elite. Come on. Here they come. Spike strip down. He's got to hit something. Oh, come on. That's not cool. I gotta go around this corner. I can beat it. Oh, no, you got me. Come on now. Where are these bad guys?
Right there, coming up on you. There you
Oh,
are.
there he goes. Down the shortcut. Follow him.
Zombie Pie asked, did anyone say yes in the beginning of the game to allow for EA to use your information and data?
Oh, look at you! They've got you here.
Oh, jeez.
I gotta wait for that to break.
It's a level 3, right? Where they drop 2 in a
That's
row
a
like
good
that.
one. And then
Oh, is
I
that
got
what happens?
these guys
It's
on
not
my
just
ass.
wider. It's
Yeah,
actually
it's drop
multiple.
2.
I don't recall if I.
No,
said-
I definitely did not opt
I said-
into any of that stuff. Every EA game does that. They
Maintain pursuit.
pop up that stuff now. So
I was more bummed. So it's got Hot Pursuit has like
I think I'm done.
the loyalty program thing where
Yeah.
it's like if they scan your system and they find saves for Burnout Paradise or
Right.
Need for Speed Shift,
yeah,
they'll give you stuff.
Now, I tried that, even though I've got a shitload of Burnout Paradise saves, and it didn't work.
See, I had it work for Burnout, didn't work for Shift, and I have both of those games.
yeah, it works for Burnout, but yeah.
What's the reward?
500 bounty?
Oh,
for each
I'm
side.
maxed
Nothing,
out anyway,
nothing that
so
you
I
don't
don't
get
care.
that you
Yeah.
need.
I thought I was going to get some free cars or something.
Yeah.
Is there any progress on that website, on the YouTube video, hitting 1 million hits and getting some free cars?
Last I heard that they were at 500,000, but you know that's going to be one of those things where they're going to magically hit it at the end
They'll
anyway.
give them
and
to
give
you
it away.
anyway, yeah.
We've had people say, like, please post news stories about this so they can hit it. Like, no, we're not going to be part of this creepy viral marketing scam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're over the 500,000 point now. Last I checked.
Ouch. This car handles like a dog.
It's
right,
as you were
here
saying
they
earlier,
go.
the flashing lights on the cop
Look
car
out!
fairly
Oh.
intense when you're in a tunnel.
Yeah.
And the police helicopters, can I just say, more trouble than they're worth most of the time. They will spike
Yeah, you're not
you.
a fan.
Yourself.
They will let the bad guy blow right by and then drop a spike right in front of a cop car.
And he got
Here's another one. Oh,
uh-oh.
that's a roadblock. Fair enough. Come on. Where is this guy?
You've got an EMP opportunity here.
Yeah, but I can't do it while this guy's in the way. I gotta let.
Oh. Behind you
We
now.
got him, we got him. Where is he? Oh, I'm at critical. Come on. Get this helicopter up before I die, at least. Come on now. Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
No one smells the Sharpie.
Dude, no. Is it the scotch?
Oh, he's got me.
It's. Although this hasn't been all day. This is.
It is. It totally is the
Oh,
Scotch.
Oh, it's
Critical.
scotch? Okay.
I'm out.
It is
Spectator mode.
Sharpie-based scotch.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
See, but I didn't put the two together because
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, there's no actual Sharpie pens out here. But
All right, so it's looking kind of 50-50 right
Yeah,
now. Two
well.
races down.
3 cops and one of them's a 20.
Yeah.
All units, roadblock in position ahead.
oh man, I do not have high hopes.
I don't know.
Gary, once you pass that control over here, I'll take on the next race.
Right.
See if I can.
This guy's got to
See
go
if I
down.
can crap it up here on the
Look at these.
PS3 a little
Come
bit.
on, guys.
Get him.
He's through the roadblock. Hit him.
There you
There
go.
you
Yeah.
go. Nice takedown.
Wham.
You know the most frustrating way to get busted, and it's a great way to bust other people, is when you just force someone to stop. And if you just hold them stationary for long enough, the bus kicks in. Such an ignominious way to lose. Yeah, it's really annoying. It's getting pinned against a wall or another car.
Is there any like real clear, obvious way for you to tell on your own car, like what your current damage level is?
Yes.
There's a meter next on the other side of the nitrous meter is a red.
I really don't like
No.
the nitrous meter placement in this. I feel like I have to like completely
You don't want to have to
look
you
away
glance
from the
away.
action. Well, like Burnout was good at having it at the bottom of the screen, and it was enough in my peripheral that I could see it. But having this arced thing kind of way off in the corner like
I
this,
haven't had a problem with it.
Yeah.
A lot of
I feel like I have to like look at it specifically to know if I have boost.
It's funny, a lot of people didn't know that thing about where to fire. I've told a lot of people on Xbox Live, they say, how do I know my own damage? And it's down in the corner, oh, I didn't know that, so it's something to know. Although, how it corresponds to, it's two different types of damage bar, what you see there.
Right.
You have to kind of figure out what that equals on
Right,
your
like-
own damage bar. You can kind of figure it out.
Get him.
That was.
It doesn't seem like an exact science either. I've seen, but when you get to this point where you've got one little bar flashing, one more hit should kill you. But I've seen people take like three more
Yeah.
hits like that, and they just keep going. I'd like to know more about how the damage is modeled.
2 miles out here. There's the racer. Oh! Too bad.
He's out. Okay, this guy's gonna make it. One cop and one racer left. Oh,
Let's change
How
to
close is the cop
cop's,
behind him?
Cop's got 3 bars though.
He's pretty close.
yeah. There's only about a mile
back or
left.
something.
He's gonna have to move it.
The game should be giving him enough nitrous now.
And he's a 20 against an
get
8,
there.
so he should be outskilling him.
There's the racer. Oh, but they're
Shortcut might
Half
wanna
a
go
mile.
down.
Well, yeah.
it's gonna be tough.
Come on now. There he is. He's
There
right
he
there.
is.
Does he have an EMP or something you can hit him with? Come on. It's gonna be close.
Oh,
Point
oh,
one.
oh.
Point one.
Oh! Oh, dude! How did that not? How did that?
It was not a hard
count?
enough hit.
That's one of those ones
Yeah.
where you almost throw the controller through the screen.
Yeah, yeah.
If that had been me,
I
I
definitely
would-
had that. Definitely had a lot of
If
that.
he had waited a little bit longer, gotten a little bit closer, and been able to get more of a turn into him, it probably would have done it.
I've come so close with this game so many times to smashing my TV set and sending the bill to Criterion. You're paying this.
One new award. What do we get? New vehicle.
New car.
A new car.
Ah, the Subaru Impreza.
All right.
Better than nothing.
I guess I'll drive the Subaru. I do like that Crown Vic though. All right, we're gonna dump out. We're gonna play some more on the PS3 here.
Absolutely.
Create a friends game and let the folks just roll on in.
The Silver Streak.
You guys asked the last question yet?
We've not asked the last question.
No, we
yet,
still have
Brad.
one more to go. Brad, you can come back here.
Can I ask it? Is it
No,
time?
no, it's not time yet.
Time?
It's not time
Okay,
yet.
I'll be back.
Brad Shoemaker will be joining us shortly, maybe.
With the final.
Apparently,
The
he's
final
decided
question.
he's going to get to ask the
That's
final
right.
question.
Well, I guess.
Which is actually not true because I'm going to ask the final question.
Oh.
This
I
is,
have one that I want to ask specifically.
Okay, all right.
Seems like you're having a bit more success on the PS3 than you typically do with getting friends on for TNT.
I think we made a pretty big point when Assassin's Creed was up and said we were only going to do 360, and then people said why, and we said because no one ever shows up.
Yeah.
And then people said, okay, fine, we'll start showing up. So
yeah, since
it's been
well,
good.
also I think we've been choosing games that there's been bigger online communities.
How do you do
for.
when you do like PS3 exclusive games?
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Uncharted, we did good.
Mod Nation Racers,
we
good.
did fine.
Yeah.
We've had good turnouts for the exclusives, but whenever it's a multi-platform, generally speaking, PS3 is just a leaner audience, and you know it's part of the crowd that Giant Bomb draws. But there's more people playing. All right, I'm gonna invite one more friend here.
You're full.
We're full. Let's get it cracking.
All right, you got the Impreza. So quite a bit faster, but not as manly.
It is.
Much faster acceleration.
Starting to get a little antsy here. I'm going to go see Tron in a couple of hours.
That's true.
Wow.
Legacy.
Legacy, the movie. Tron
Legacy,
the movie.
not Tron, not just Tron.
Are you seeing it in 3D?
Yes. Yeah. It'll actually be the first 3D movie I've seen in theaters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Of the current.
Of the current, yes. Not
You didn't see
counting-
Avatar in 3D?
I did not see Avatar.
Oh, okay.
Period. So.
Good job.
Did you have some kind of philosophical stance against the movie?
I just it didn't look interesting to me. So
I saw Avatar because it was one of those like I feel compelled to be part of the cultural conversation.
Right.
But then I saw it and I was like, man, that was an expensive movie. they really made an expensive movie.
I don't know if you were talking about the budget or what they made you pay for the tickets.
Yeah, a little bit of
in terms
both.
of what you got back.
It's a long movie, but it could have used like an hour or less. So now you're going to just upset Brad coming in here.
Oh, do I bump Brad?
Yeah, but I love it.
Oh, he can come out.
I'm a fan.
I don't want to
I'm a
bounce
fan of
Brad.
bumping Brad bumpers.
I usually.
You know what? Hey, if we waited for Brad, we'd all be dead.
You say you've been
Oh, God.
playing this, but I haven't seen you on.
I've been busy this week.
Okay. Have you been playing it though?
I'm like level 3 or 4.
Okay.
I played
You got-
maybe an hour.
You got a lot to do, yeah.
Maybe 2.
Well, let me know
you got a
when
lot of rep to earn.
let me know when you want to get on and we'll play. It's good
I like
fun.
playing.
man.
Making me crash.
It was amazing, man. You like on the right it was clear, on the left it was clear. There's like
You
a
did-
5 pixel wide pole.
That's how this game goes.
You ever do
It's-
that thing
You're
where
moving so fast.
And you're like, I'm trying to turn. Should I go this way or that way? Oh, I'm running the thing. Oh,
you ever do that thing where like it's either a barrier or another car coming out and it almost goes into slow motion, like you know you're gonna hit it.
Yep.
There's just nothing you can do about it. It's just gonna
freeze.
happen.
Yeah.
You freeze.
You just
Yeah.
gotta accept it. It's gonna
Yep.
crash, accept
Yep.
it.
I'm glad it's not just me, because I always
No,
felt like that was just me.
that happens to me all the time.
Yeah, and
do.
then I also ping pong off the rails. One left rail, right rail, left rail, right rail.
You do kind of go into some kind of bullet time where you go, but the crash is inevitable 5 seconds out.
Have you guys ever seen a tunnel like that ever? Like where like there's a cliff above you and there's these concrete pillars?
in numerous Burnout games, yes.
Yeah, I mean it's a Criterion thing.
Yeah, I see
There
that
are some
shit
pretty
all the
trippy
time.
tunnels with like psychedelic light shows on the inside
Yeah.
in this game as well.
Internet Steve.
Joker369 asked, do you guys have a preference to racer or cop?
I like playing cop.
Yeah.
I think I like playing cop because it feels more Burnout.
Would you rather be the hammer or the nail?
That's right.
Ooh. I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to be.
They're
the
both a lot of fun in their they have their own thrills in their own way.
I do like to get hammered.
Damn right.
Do you like to get nailed?
Sometimes.
Only after he's especially hammered.
Yeah. It's one follows, one begets the other, I suppose.
Dude, throw up a roadblock. There you go. Start giving them something else to think about.
I just like that you have control over the pace when you're the cop, I feel like.
Get that guy. Kicking in with the strategy guide again.
Yeah.
Can't help myself.
Get that guy.
Get off his vodka.
Get him.
He's almost done.
Oh!
It's
Only
Skill.
go ahead and drink all that scotch.
These skilled racers will get
no.
very
This
good.
is just how I
Oh
play.
my god.
A little bit of warping
I
there.
always
Yeah.
just kind of like I get so close and it's the last. I actually the races the events in the single player that I don't like are
Yeah.
the one-on-ones.
Where they can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Interceptor.
Yeah.
Oh my
mode.
god. Yeah, those ones because it's always the I get it down to one thing and I'm like so close and I try and ram into them and I whiff it
I just feel like that's the futility of the chase. That lets me know exactly how bad I am at these games.
Because like after you kind of you take a stab at it, they just take off.
Yeah.
They always
you spend all your time setting it up, and then
you're like,
it mess it up a little bit, and then they're gone. And
Yeah,
then
they just-
you got to spend all this time catching up again.
That's what I like about. I like games that really kind of get the blood pumping and that feeling of exhilaration you get when you've got like one. If you're a racer and you're down to critical damage and you've got like a mile left and cops on your ass, or you're trying to chase the guy down in the same situation, you really get there's a lot of exhilaration.
You have to strike that balance between, you can't crash again, so you have to kind of drive carefully.
Yeah.
But at the same, you have to go as fast as possible to get away or catch up,
And it does become a little bit of a chess game when you get these one-on-one going. A skilled racer will find ways to make you
no!
shoot him and stay behind you or stay in front of you where you don't want him to be.
Well, that's a signature of these guys. I mean, Burnout's always been like that. It's always been right on the razor's edge of frustrating and terrifying and just really exhilarating.
Some of the most fun I ever had in a driving game was online in Burnout Paradise, where you got a big group of people all trying to do the jump challenges together. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It'd be like being in Cars, the movie, where all the cars are waiting at the bottom, and one guy would fly, you go, yay, as he made the jump.
And everybody else is flaming out.
Yeah.
Oh, such an interesting social experiment too, because you had to work with other players.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So you had to put the headset on, and be like, all right, I am way better at this game than you are. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do this because you are fucking it up.
Here's where you want to start. Here's how you need to do it. Approach the jump this direction. And no one would ever.
The thing is, those always ended up in that bridge right on the south end of the map, the big long one with like the 3 big jumps that put you up on the train tracks.
Yeah.
It's good times. I like that game a lot.
Yeah, so much fun.
Or trying to land like double barrel rolls in the quarry and stuff like that.
I remember people being very skeptical about the open world when they introduced that, but it ended up working really well.
Well, the only thing you lost was the sit on the couch and play together.
Crud.
That's the thing that I miss about that, because Burnout 3 was very much a sit on the couch with somebody else. And play
I miss the setup intersection.
Crash
mode.
Crash mode was so much fun.
I loved that mode, and that was like not having that in Paradise was I felt one of that game's few missteps.
Well, you could do it everywhere. You could pull those
but I
bumpers
loved these like
and get nutty.
specifically set up. Like that's awesome too. Of just like clicking the sticks and let's start bouncing down the road.
Yeah, and the fact that there was one thing like a half mile down the road, you're like, how the
They were
fuck
like
do I get to that thing,
They were
man?
like physics puzzles.
Yeah.
And when you go, yeah, am I going to hit it? And you'd hit like the gold multiplier or whatever. What was the Burnout game that had traffic checking? Because that was the most fun.
That was Revenge.
Was it Burnout Revenge?
Yeah, those 4. So
See, I didn't like
traffic
that.
checking
I
was
love
interesting.
traffic checking.
Yeah.
It was really divisive, at least
The traffic checking mode, where you just had to trash as many as many cars as possible, was great.
Oh, that was just bedlam. That was just like throw anything resembling reality or physics out the window.
I got to tell you,
those cars got so light. As soon as you checked them, they just became weightless and
like,
flying into other cars and destroying them. Yeah, it was traffic checking. I thought was a really cool thing.
I ordered Gran Turismo 5 around the same time as I ordered it. So there was a mess up with Gran Turismo 5 being delivered over Thanksgiving. I didn't get it until afterwards. So I played nothing but this.
We hit that too.
I got to tell you, it's the worst thing in the world for Gran Turismo 5 to play this for like 60 hours and then go to GT5. It's like you go from all the exhilaration of this to feeling like you're driving down to Safeway to do your shopping.
It's like you're really driving your Civic.
Yes, and with all the boredom of driving your Civic.
No, it's really like driving a Civic.
All the banality of driving your Civic is captured perfectly.
So you're saying you want spike strips and Gran Turismo?
Gran Turismo, that would be awesome.
Oh, another really bad idea. Play this for 6 hours and then get a phone call from your girlfriend saying, "Can you pick me up downtown?" And getting in your car immediately after playing this for 6 or 8 hours straight. Bad idea.
This morning I played for a good 30 minutes right before I drove into the office, and it was definitely like as I was like pulling out like a little bit
Your
too
hands
much
on the
acceleration, I
handbrake,
was
you're
like-
ready to go?
all right.
There were definitely times with Burnout Paradise. When that game came out, I did not have a job. So I played that game for like 18, 20 hours a day on some occasions. And
you played that game a lot.
I played
That
that
was
game
a great
a
game.
lot.
Burnout Paradise
And then
is
I was
still-
like, well, I need to go get something to eat. So I got to drive somewhere to get food, and then this the whole time, like no value for my life or the life.
You see a motorcycle and you're like, I can totally take that fucker out.
Like that, and Burnout Revenge was actually really bad for that too, because you're just like, I'm just going to traffic check this guy into that car, and then you start.
Don't let me
The
over.
1-2
I'll
punch.
teach you a lesson.
The 1-2 punch of Burnout Revenge. Well, I'd say everything through Burnout 3, Takedown, Revenge, and Paradise.
Yeah.
Just great times.
3 was magic.
3 was a glorious thing.
Was that the one that had the irritating announcer?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I even
You mean the announcer from SSX?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it the same guy?
It's the same guy who did the DJ Atomica or Striker.
Yeah.
So DJ
Atomica.
Striker and DJ Atomica, I think, are totally the same voice, just different.
Personas.
Yeah, just different.
Oh no, it's the same guy. It
Just
is
different
But
DJ
his name
characters?
is Striker. He's like a K-Rock DJ
okay.
in LA
Yeah.
or something.
Well, isn't he the guy that's on like with Loveline with Drew?
He is now. That's true. Yes, he is the Loveline guy.
The guy that I liked the
the
best,
new
and
Adam
I
Carolla.
was bummed when they never used him again, was the guy from NBA Street 2, DJ Cucumber Slice. Was fantastic. He had all these food-related metaphors.
I'm ceding my seat to Brad Shoemaker.
Fantastic.
I just want to ask the question. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Is it
No,
time?
right here.
Is it time?
No.
Still not time?
Well, I kind of wanted to save it to the end of the show.
Okay. All right.
Why don't you pick one?
All right. I'm sorry.
It's all you.
Why-
now.
Sorry
why-
for
why-
It's all
disappointing
yours.
you.
It's you now.
Sit down.
I'm going back
Sit
to
down, Brad.
working.
Now you got
Man.
the juice.
I'm sorry.
This will be for our final.
Yeah,
PS3
I want it
copy.
to be the last one.
Okay.
Check out
The last question.
podcast up right after TNT.
Oh, that is a pretty good one.
This one I did already.
Oh, you did that one? I wanted
What's
to
up?
do, I wanted
Ads
to
on
do
the-
that one, but
It's kind of easy, don't you think?
Gross.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. Not necessarily.
Folks, I've got an open slot here,
Yeah, you do.
begging to have it filled
Uh huh.
by anyone. I'll take any all comers, please. For God's sakes.
Great things come in bears.
Oh, man.
It's too true. Science. Internet Steve, keep us from saying horrible things.
Laughing wants to know, how do you guys feel about the state of arcade racers today versus their simulation counterparts?
A lot
That's
of
a
games
loaded
try to
question.
toe the line in weird ways. You know, it's like you don't have a lot of like pure arcade racers. I feel like anymore. You know, the Codemasters stuff tries to be accessible while still being realistic. You know, this with
This is
all
a
its
great
power-ups
example
and
of
stuff
an
is a
arcade
great
racer.
example of arcade racing, but there aren't a ton of them anymore. It seems like for the longest time that was all you had. And,
But I feel like, I don't know, like even for the games that have, a certain amount of kind of technical depth to them,
Yeah.
it's it's crazy shit like this where you're throwing down spike strips and
yeah.
like
But even that's hard balance because at some point this game could have almost become a car combat game.
Yeah.
If
Well,
they
yeah.
had, if they had let you refill the power ups or something. It's great that they don't because it really creates something.
To be fair, there's
feels
actually
different.
been a lot of, even just in the last few months, you had Blur, you had Split Second, now you've
Yeah.
got this. There's been a
Yeah.
lot of arcade races.
Yeah, but those I guess that just kind of gets into that Mario Kart car combat thing, like where the racing is less important.
Right.
And than the fighting.
Right.
Whereas I feel this strikes a really good balance that it still feels like a racing game in the Need for Speed tradition.
Yeah. I mean, this is all built around that one simple pursuit dynamic, which is very simple, and
Yeah.
we understand the concept, and everything works.
Well, kind of like Mario Kart, a race in Blur can turn on what item you get, right?
Yeah.
Whereas in this, like your driving skill is still central to you winning.
The most common complaint I heard about Blur was that it was too dependent on luck.
Right.
On
right.
oh, I just happened to get this
That's-
power.
yeah.
It's the old
but
lightning bolt.
unlike Mario, where it will like serve you up the best power ups when you're in last place, the power ups in Blur are static.
Yeah.
The power ups,
Oh, right.
one power up is
Yeah.
always in the same position.
Right.
So it's
If you have skill and remember where those things are,
exactly
you'll get them.
Exactly. You can. It is still a skill based game.
I didn't know that about Mario Kart, that if you're in last place, you'll get better power-ups.
Yep.
So there's a little bit of rubber banding going on there.
Oh yeah, some.
What's horrific.
I didn't know that.
It's game breaking.
So do you always get like the red shell?
Some of the Mario Karts, it's game breaking. Like if you're in last place on, I think it's like the N64 one. If you were in last place, you would always get the blue shell or the light bulb.
The GameCube one, Double Dash, had some pretty bad.
It's just like Mario Party, where they're just like, oh, by the way, at the end of the game, all your coins
are worth 100 billion points.
and all get passed around to other players by the roll of a die. Hope you didn't want those.
Well, what's really
Hope you didn't want
what's
win.
really the state of the union on the sim type races? It's really just GT5 versus Forza, isn't it? I mean, what else is?
Yeah.
What else
Well,
is out
well,
there?
like
Shift.
Codemasters will have stuff
And
like,
Shift.
like Dirt and Grid. Which,
Yeah, but
which you gotta toe the line a little bit.
Dirt,
like not
Dirt is
necessarily,
very hard on the line for sure.
not
I mean,
necessarily
it's
pure simulation, but
Is
you're right
Shift
though.
very
Dirt,
simmy? I thought that was meant to be kind of more of a hybrid, or
it's
Dirt.
Shift was
Yeah.
simmy, but not very good.
I mean, it has a racing line, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it did have a racing line.
But you could also drive under cars.
yeah, there was
That's
some
always good.
weird stuff in that game.
I heard it had the best first player cockpit looking mode though. Like that was the most
I guess the
realistic.
cockpit looked good. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like playing from cockpit. So
Does this game have cockpit?
No, not a physical cockpit, but it has first person.
Yeah.
I think it has 2 levels of first person. I can't race like that. It seems too fast when you go into that mode.
I can do it in sim style, like Forza
Right.
and Gran Turismo. I play first person, not cockpit
Right.
though, because I want to see.
Gran Turismo,
I
I'll
want
play
to see
first
the
person.
road.
Yeah.
Not,
Because the speed feels manageable in those games. In this, I mean, and this is the slowest
yeah,
class.
the-
I mean, you're like a rocket on wheels in these
or like
games.
Burnout, like trying to play
Oh my
Burnout
God.
first person is just.
Yeah, forget about it.
And in games like this, and even Burnout, you need that situational awareness that you get from a third person view.
What was the giant bomb verdict on GT5 in the end?
not great.
Not great. Yeah.
Is it just because people expected so much, or just by any
No,
standard
I
not
think
that great?
it's just kind of by any standard that a lot of the stuff around the game, like basically like the driving model is pretty much unmatched, but then it's surrounded itself.
You spend a lot of time going through layers and layers of menus.
Yeah.
Yep.
The progression in the single player mode is not.
I feel like that game absolutely typifies kind of
even.
what the conversation about the state of game development in Japan right now.
Yeah.
Of them being behind, of them not being able to keep up with how Western developers are doing things.
It's something I've been thinking about a lot lately with a lot of different games. But yeah,
And there's just weird decisions
look,
there.
Look at the design of the online mode in this game and how easy it is to get into it, and how easy it is to find your friends and that sort of stuff. And then go look at Gran Turismo. I mean, granted, it's night and day, but it's not even genre specific. I mean, go look at any modern shooter and look at something like Gran Turismo or like Lost Planet 2, and there's just this element of like understanding that just doesn't seem to exist in the games that are coming out of Japan in some cases, and it's alarming. It's the sort of stuff that you would figure that we wouldn't be saying about games in this day and age, like, oh, it's really hard to get into a game, or oh, they didn't add the right way to sort this menu or do this sort of stuff, and it's
Japan doesn't get the internet.
Is that what it is? Is online and social type gaming not as big
I think
over there?
that that's definitely been the case in the past. I feel like that they've kind of come a long way. But you had a situation where like the PC wasn't necessarily huge in Japan,
Right.
And like a game like Street Fighter, its primary market in Japan is still the arcade.
Right.
It's
I mean,
not, it's not even a
people-
home version, because people aren't even playing the online there. They want to go out to the arcade and play it there.
People who play like Monster Hunter, they go and meet up in physical places and play
They play it on
Monster
the
Hunter.
PSP.
They get there physically, so it's
And like you said, personal computing is not a big thing over there because
Yeah.
a lot of people do all that stuff on their
On their
phones.
phone, yeah.
So
And it's probably not a coincidence that the console that has the best online ecosystem is the one that's the least popular in Japan,
Yeah.
Xbox.
and also is the one that was made in the States,
Right.
by a company,
where they do get the
Where they
internet.
understand that part of the experience.
yeah, designed by a company that largely built its fortune on the internet.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Okay, so we can get some more people.
Yeah,
in
let's bring
here.
some more people in. Let's get some questions from the chat for Internet Steve.
Let's ease down the conversation a little bit. What are your guys' thoughts on personalized license plates?
You mean
Jeff.
vanity
like
plates?
in real
Vanity
life
plate.
or in the game.
Jeff has a vanity plate.
I do have a vanity plate. It's terrible.
Finally.
No,
I-
he's been
finally
honest
you
about
said
this
it.
for a long time.
It's just been like this unspoken thing. Like
Oh,
where
we
did
talked
that
about
come
it.
from?
He and I have talked about it at length.
So
Okay.
when you have a vanity plate when you're 16, it's really fucking cool.
Sure,
because who the
absolutely.
fuck would have that? You're like, there was a status that came with it. Where like, oh, like people thought you had money because you were idly throwing $50 a year at the DMV to have this custom plate. But
Really, you were stealing for that money. So,
I was stealing.
But you still have the plate
Actually,
now.
I was stealing. But yeah, that's not important.
Not material to the story.
Yeah, I do still have the plate on the car that I've been driving since '97.
Yeah.
Because at the time it made sense to transfer the plate over to that car.
But you've been saying the next time you get a
Next time I get a car, not transferring the plate.
vanity plates are the worst.
They are.
They're just the worst.
They're really bad.
And I feel like maybe it's a Bay Area thing. I feel like I see so many of them here.
And I feel like because I've been driving the same basic direction and route at the same times for years.
Yeah.
I see people like that guy with the license plate Wine Law. I want to drag him out of his car and beat the shit out of him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know him. I don't even know him.
Yeah.
I did see there was a picture online of a Tesla and the license plate was LOL oil. which I thought was quite good.
That is pretty good. But still,
I want to punch that
it'd
guy.
be great to drag that guy out of his car and beat the shit out of him.
Did you ever see the website that was just people flipping off Hummers, flipping off H2s?
No, but I like that. I'm into it. So, Brad, just so you know, we have a PS3
copy.
copy
That's
left,
what we've got left.
of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit to give away. So.
PS Triple.
Yes, for the PS Triple.
Shit.
Perhaps you've heard of it.
You ain't talking about that Wii?
No, I'm talking
I just saw. For some reason, his video was going around again recently. I think it's
yeah?
the Renaissance.
Oh, yeah.
Chad Warden is back.
Delightful.
It's because he was talking about the cataclysm.
Oh my God, the cataclysm.
God, that kid must be able to vote by now.
I felt sorry for that girl because she took that video down.
And then someone got a copy of it and put it back up.
Oh, so mean.
So now it will live on forever on YouTube.
That's the internet.
I love
No,
you,
it
Internet.
will.
I was so bummed when it went down because I wanted to go watch it again.
That was pretty bad. It's
Video.
like, I understand if you can't pronounce like Draenei or Teldrassil or one of the Warcraft.
Made up
But
words.
Cataclysm is just an English word.
Yes, like rebook maybe.
I guess I can even understand, like, you could go through your life never hearing anyone say the word cataclysm out loud.
Yeah.
Like, I could even see that. But it's look out for this
Oh,
strip.
I did not see that coming. I was
Foggy.
more concerned with the EMP
Sure,
lot.
that
Well.
video had a cataclysmic effect on her public image.
Oh my goodness.
Smash that guy.
I'm not
Smash
used
him.
to playing with a dual shock here. I got a thing though. Come on now.
I'm gonna give some Gary Whitta level advice. Run into that guy. Get him.
Get him.
It's actually surprisingly helpful now. Now I'm on this side of it.
Oh yeah, I'll get him.
See, now that I know he dropped his strip already, I can move in on it.
Were you not going to get him before?
And he hits mine.
Pop. Nice.
That was good skills. Well, it's good to get up. You gotta worry about the guys up front
Man,
first.
trophies left and right.
Yeah. Early on, they come thick and fast.
This game really throws them at you up front.
Yep.
Yeah, and it
Wow.
thins out. The last 5 levels, you basically already earned
I
everything.
mean, it's no harm's way, but it's it's pretty
and then you
generous.
have all these milestones. They're kind of like these little sub-achievements that exist in the game as well.
It's cool because it's that same thing. It's that constant progression. Like you're
Yeah.
just doing stuff. You're like
It's that
you
it's
drifted
that, yeah,
for a
exactly.
mile.
It's that Call
Yeah.
of Duty thing where in your mid 20s, you start completing all these challenges that have been stacking up forever. It's like you got 100 kills and you've been playing for 10 hours. You get all this, so it's just like you're constantly getting all these points. Like, man, this is awesome.
If this had a broader and deeper Call of Duty style perk system, I think that this game would be unassailable. It would be the best.
When
I
I played
agree.
it
It
back
would
in
be
E3, it looked more like it was going to be loadout based. Like you were gonna
pick what
select
you
your
were-
powers and that sort of stuff. So I was surprised getting the final version in here and seeing that it determines what you have before each race.
I've heard a bunch
Disco
of people
Tunnel.
say that they would like a version, some kind of thing where you could customize your loadout.
Yeah, even if it's just like, well, I don't want to use EMPs, so give me
Give me
X number.
give me an extra
more-
spike strip
yeah.
or something.
I just wonder if balancing becomes an issue if you go too broad with the amount of.
I'm sure it does.
I mean, it's very
I'm
possible.
sure
I
it
mean,
does.
if you notice on a per event level, they tune exactly what you get. Like,
Yeah,
there-
the
there
longer
are-
the race,
true.
the more
That's
stuff
true.
you have.
Like, there's one Hot Pursuit in the career where you start with like 11 EMPs, but nothing else. There's a lot of weird extremes.
I like it when
there.
they do. I like it when they give you a shitload of one thing.
Yeah. Especially when it's EMPs.
Hey,
Well,
these
then there are
good.
some victory conditions, like you've got to take the guy out by EMP. There's no other way to do it.
Right. Oh, you've got a guy behind you.
I'm more
Now
worried
you're
about
kind
the
of in
guys
the
up
thick of
front.
it here.
I'm more worried about the guys up front.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen this game running on the PC?
I
I heard
have
it looks
not.
great.
I would love to see that at 60 frames a second.
I heard it looks beautiful. Once you get the anti-aliasing and everything running, it's a bit of a hassle. You got to do better than that, dude. This guy knows. This guy knows I've got his ass. EMP. He's got no spike strip to block it. Hit. Oh!
Nicely
He just
done.
got owned every which way. Through the roadblock.
Give that guy the business.
Oh, he's hitting me. Come on now.
He's not afraid of you, though.
Oh, that's not good.
Just sit there.
Still gonna miss. Just too slow, dude. Better luck next time. Oh, he's gonna miss me with that as well. Wasting all his goodies.
I was gonna say you've got your EMPs are ready again.
Playing a pro now.
Oh,
Pro on a
and you've got a chase partner here as well. That helps.
Yeah, I can't just sit there because
he's
he'll
getting
ram. He's
away.
gonna ram me.
Spike him.
Oh! I hit the EMP by mistake.
Oh,
Oh.
Get it! Get it! Get it! Got it!
nice!
How how did he? All he had to do was accelerate away.
Yeah,
I couldn't move. I was
how
behind
did you
another
do
car.
that?
I was complete luck. I didn't mean to hit the
Yeah,
EMP.
EMPs go through civilian cars.
All right, let's.
I even see the distance. It seemed like he was too far. Oh,
He did a good
civilian
little,
cars are licensed
good little
cars.
shimmy on me there.
Or they just.
what's
Not
that
good
in
enough to
there,
miss
Steve?
that
Are the
though.
civilian cars licensed cars too?
I think it's
No.
just it's all licensed cars. I don't
I think
think
it
Yeah,
is
they're
all
all real.
licensed cars,
Even the civilian cars are,
Yeah.
are real
Yeah,
vehicles. That guy's got to be nearly dead.
Okay, Bradley.
Is it time?
I think it's about time.
Is it time?
To ask our final trivia question, giving away a PS3 copy of Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit, all of these furnished by our friends at Electronic Arts. I want to thank Gino for hooking us up with those.
Exciting.
If you want a chance to win this copy, get to the news story on the front page of GiantBomb.com. There's a Thursday Night Throwdown news story. In the comments there, you're going to want to put the answer to this trivia question as read by one Mr. Bradley J. Shoemaker.
Whoa there. I'll make you a compromise. Let's compromise here. I will read the last question for the game.
Okay.
If I can read the other one as a bonus later.
We don't have anything to give away for
That's
the other
fine.
one.
That's fine.
Oh, that was
But
a
okay,
good move.
That's just for them. All right.
No, let's send him something. We got a bunch of crap on,
Okay.
on that desk over there.
Alright.
We need to get rid of.
Okay, so we're gonna do
for
it-
the bonus question. You get some crap.
The,
We're gonna
the
get some crap.
other one. The other
It
one
might
is
actually
so,
be a game. We got some games over
The other question is so well written that it can't not be read.
Okay,
But-
so
but
this
here-
is for Need for Speed.
This is okay. Yes, this is the official last trivia question.
Okay.
All right. Tron Legacy is out this week and is directed by Steven Lisberger, who also directed the original 1982 Tron.
No, it's not.
Was that not correct?
Directed by Joe Kosinski.
No, it's absolutely true.
Uh-oh.
IMDb lists.
It's that he wrote
No, he's the director on both of those.
Lisberger. Okay.
Joe Kosinski's the director of Tron Legacy. You should check.
I don't believe that's true. Well, before we go
Steve
on, then,
Lisberger is involved with both films, though.
Correct.
We can definitely say that much. So just rewrite the question.
Trivia.
Hold on. No.
Around it is taking an unexpected turn.
Now I'm engaged in an argument with.
This is like being on the internet. It's great.
Now I'm searching the internet while we are on the
While
internet.
being broadcasting on the internet. It's like Inception, dreams within dreams. We need to go deeper.
You know what? You know what? We can modify one word and re-ask this question if necessary.
Yeah, I'm sure the
Just
question
go
is
ahead
still
and you
valid.
do that while he looks it up.
Okay, you're right. I was mistaken.
All right. So he directed the new one and wrote the old one, or the other way around?
No, he didn't write it either. I think he was like a story.
He
or...
directed the original.
Yeah,
I don't think he's
Mr.
been
Hollywood over here.
I know he's been instrumental in getting Tron Legacy made.
Yes.
Okay. So
Was definitely involved in the news.
Well, hold on. Well, let me make sure that this other part of the question is still fucking valid. Then, God damn it, this was a good question too.
I think that the question can still stand as long as we establish his roles on the respective project.
I know that's what I'm trying to find.
All right.
This guy's pissing me off here. Oh. Oh, I'm not going to have time to do it. He's going to get away.
No.
Oh my God! Wow.
Last possible moment.
Wow.
Last possible moment.
Well done, sir.
What was that, like 1/10 of a second
Yeah.
left?
You know what?
That was amazing.
That question, it turns out, is garbage. Let's abandon it. Go with your question.
Oh no! Okay, fine.
Go with your question. My question sucks now. I thought I was going on bad information.
All right, for all the marbles. Two daredevils felt a need for speed in what 1986 love story?
First person to get it in the comments gets a copy. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit for the PlayStation 3. Steve, how's it going?
It's going well. It's going very slow.
No,
I
yeah?
got promoted.
You got
Well, you
promoted.
got
Hey,
promoted.
good
You all
job.
did.
I think we got time for one more of these. Jeff, you gonna try and squeeze in one more?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Do one more race. And maybe you can ask another question.
All right.
Oh man, that
For-
takedown was so sweet. I'm going to be
was-
dreaming about that
yeah,
That was
tonight.
nicely done.
Once again, for the last hot pursuit, two daredevils felt a need for speed in what 1986 love story? Just in case.
I don't get this
No,
question.
someone definitely.
Somebody's got it? All right, cool.
I'm just looking. Now I'm just
Not
looking.
think-
Was that the origin of the phrase?
It's the first time.
we're
It's the
talking
first time that I had heard it.
Well,
was
did
there.
they simply popularize it?
Yeah. Okay. Right.
It's a love story.
Uh huh.
When did the first Need for Speed game come out?
1994
Okay, so it
for
was,
the 3DO.
Video.
oh, that's right. Oh my
The
goodness.
Need for Speed, they called it.
Road and Track
and Track,
presents
right?
Yeah.
The Need for Speed.
That's I remember it now. That's right.
All right, invite some folks in for our final game of Hot Pursuit for this week's TNT. We've been getting our asses kicked, but it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been fun. Everyone's been playing really good and had a great turnout, so thanks for everyone who's been participating so far this week. And Bradley, you have a thoughtful look on your face.
How much staying power do you guys, I think we might have talked about this on the podcast, but how long do you think this online mode is going to hang around?
Oh, we were talking about that for Assassin's Creed.
Okay. All right, same question, different game.
For this game?
Yeah, like, do you think, 6 months from now, you think this will still be an active community? I mean, so much of the leveling is tied up in the online.
I think it'll depend on how much they support it. If they add some DLC and some new modes to keep it fresh, that'll really decide.
Is that what you'd like to see out of it? Is more modes? Or,
I think
I don't think cars is going to be a big draw.
What I've discovered is that since I've hit max level on both, the need to, it's still fun to play, but I don't feel like I'm accomplishing.
How much time do you
anymore.
think that you had to log to get 20 on both?
Dude, that's
Jeez.
impressive.
Well, I mean, I could go into the game and actually find out because it'll tell you what your time spent is.
Well, here, ballpark it for us.
Oh, geez, I don't know. Probably 25 hours or so in each mode. I played it a lot, and
That's
I lose a
significant.
lot, so I level up slowly.
I think for a lot of people, it's going to take a long time for them to log that 50 hours with the game to get to that point.
Yeah.
Assuming they're even as good as Mr. Gary Whitta here.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what they can add. Cars are the obvious thing.
Yeah.
Criterion's got a pretty good track record with DLC.
I think they got to pop the level cap up if they put out new stuff.
Well, not just pop up the level cap, but also add new gadgets.
Oh, there's got to be reasons.
Yeah.
You got to enhance the tools as
once
you go up.
Once you've got level 3 everything, the
Yeah.
spike strips, the roadblocks, everything, then it's you feel like you want to keep adding that stuff.
Right,
So they could add new cop gadgets, new racer tricks.
Boxster. Get yourself the .com special here.
Yep.
Do you know what? Do you do what I do if you're a racer at night? Always pick a black car.
Yeah.
Let's try to pick something that
Usually,
stands out a little less.
I always go. I like a dark gray car, and most of the cars have a really good. When I'm playing as the racer, obviously, they've got a nice finish for that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I gotta
or
go for that one.
if I'm driving a Lamborghini, I go yellow.
There's a Nissan. The GTR has this one color that's like a burnished opal, like a purplish black.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
I love the Shelby GT with the black and orange, where it's mostly
The black with the red, the
big,
orange stripes.
big old orange stripe down the middle.
That's what I go with.
It looks dangerous.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So are we going with 7 here?
Yeah, we are going with 7. I sent a bunch of invites, but hey, we're trying to wrap it up.
Yeah, we gotta
make it happen.
You got a movie to go see.
That's right.
An event.
Man, I hope it's good.
I've heard mixed reports.
Yeah, didn't we talk about this?
I'm not sure that it's going to be, but that's.
Until then, do we have a winner, Internet Steve?
Yes, we do.
Fantastic. Who is the winner? And then would you please tell us what the answer to the question was?
Top Gun was the answer.
Yeah, you already fucked this up.
No,
did it the other way.
I already chose. I already chose.
I asked you for the name of the winner and then what the answer was. Pretty simple instructions.
Broadhouse is our
Broadhouse
winner.
Congratulations, sir.
I like
and
that
yes,
name.
Top Gun, a touching love story about 2 dudes and their airplane.
Are you saying it's a love story between the 2 dudes?
It's a tragic love story, absolutely.
Okay, so you're not going with the heterosexual love story. Okay. Just checking.
Which one? Can a plane be a lady?
All planes are ladies.
I guess all planes are ladies. Okay, in that regard, yes, it is a
Do you
heterosexual
remember
love story.
Kelly McGillis? It's a pretty steamy love scene.
She's the lesbian, right?
Yep, I think that's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
I'm just funning, yes, but that's the first time that I can recall hearing the phrase "a need for speed."
I feel the need for speed.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was invented in that movie.
I doubt it.
Someone had to have said.
Yeah, you don't think anybody ever uttered that
these
phrase
2 words rhyme so well.
in the history of the
Well,
English
maybe
language?
it was a real fighter pilot thing that in the researching the movie and hanging out with fighter pilots, they discovered that and put it in the film.
Or like bathhouses. Maybe they say that a lot there.
The need for seed.
Beach.
Whoa.
Wow. Beach volleyball courts. Maybe they talk about that a lot there.
Well, they played
Motorcycle repair
they
shops.
played beach volleyball in the movie.
That was the reference. Yes.
Yeah, who
That's
knows?
the joke.
They're making a sequel.
To
Top Gun.
Yes.
Finally.
For the NES.
Finally, the story can be told.
Top Gun 2 for the NES. Not as good as the first Top Gun.
I heard they
Though
just-
easier to land the plane.
Yeah.
I heard they just came out with a brand new Dreamcast game. Is that true?
Oh, well, I mean, it was for the PSN.
Not Top Gun. Yeah, do you mean Top Gun or just any new?
No, like
Dreamcast?
there's a new Dreamcast game that just got
Oh yeah,
released.
it's like a homebrew guys release games here and there.
Good for them.
Well, also, like the weird bullet hell stuff.
Yeah.
They still do stuff for the Dreamcast.
I was so disappointed that new downloadable version of Crazy Taxi didn't have any of the music in it. That's
Yeah.
what I liked about the Dreamcast version.
Oh, cars. Yeah, all those Dreamcast ports that Sega's been putting out for download have been pretty big bummers.
The other thing about this game is, especially when you're in like a really exciting race, is that crash animation. The time it takes to come back from that is a lifetime.
Oh yeah, no, we were talking about that earlier. Of just using like, come on, respawn me already.
It's that final little zoom in at the end.
I know.
If they cut before that, it would be all right.
That's what it's
But
that,
then
like,
it's
that
just
final
this
second feels
lazy
like
little
10.
camera.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't let that get to him? My man, Cool Baby.
I'm seeing these in stores now. I thought it was like just a wacky import, but it's a proper US release.
Yeah, they put this out in the United States. This is in Best
Oh, there
Buy's.
was nothing proper.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of them in Best Buy.
Yeah,
Do you think it's going to be successful over here?
Huge.
we bought one.
Cool Baby wrecks his car and he says, "Deal with it."
He's like, whatever.
I thought the baby thing that you guys did on the Happy Hour recently was one of the best bits of video you've ever done.
By best, you mean most irresponsible.
We are happy to have so far every bit that has had Cool Baby in it has been pretty grossly irresponsible. I just had to pull the breathalyzer out of the back of Cool Baby. I was actually wondering where that had gone.
Oh yeah.
I was just happy to see that it was tucked safely.
He's been hanging on to it.
He needs it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're at critical. One more hit, and I think
I think
all
it's
over for
required
you.
by law before he
Starts his
Starts his
car
automobile.
won't start until Cool Baby blows into the tube.
as a matter of fact.
It's only a matter of time before Child Services comes to pick that.
Did we
thing
want to
up.
try? Did we want to give away another thing? Jeff? Did you want to give away some
This
crap
guy's
from your
got you.
desk?
I got some. Oh.
Jeff.
Yeah, go ahead and ask one more question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
want to
there's,
ask one more
uh,
question? We'll call this a show.
Whoa.
Poor Pete, clipping through the wall.
World went away.
This is a toughie.
Okay.
All right. EA Canada developed the first Need for Speed game. What name did this developer go by before being purchased by Electronic Arts?
Is that true?
Did we
Yes.
just inadvertently give the answer to that away earlier?
We came very close. We talked around it a little bit.
Did we?
But, yeah, we did not say it
Okay.
out loud though.
All right.
So first person to answer this correctly gets something.
A jar
It's a
of periwinkles.
Ooh. Oh yeah. I guess.
Oh god, yeah.
Now what do we have? We got that Warhammer
Oh, we got that messenger
tote
bag.
bag. We could
Oh,
tote-
what name did the developer go by? I thought we were
Yes.
talking about- But are we talking about the 3DO game that we mentioned earlier?
Well, they developed that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's when we say
Yeah.
the first Need for Speed game. That's the one.
Yes,
that
we were talking about
Okay.
Who
Road and
developed-
Track
who
presents
developed
The
that
Need
game?
for
The
Speed.
Need for
or
Speed.
what do they go by?
Yes.
Yeah.
What were they called before they were EA Canada?
Right.
I remember the original Test Drive on the Amiga, where all you did was just drive around and around a spiral road up a mountain.
The Duel.
I thought
Test Drive 2
Test
was the
Drive
Duel.
2, the Duel.
Yeah.
That was a good one too. I played most of those on the Commodore 64.
I think we're done here.
Yeah. Well, we need to get this question business sorted.
Certainly. Interestingly enough, the developer behind Road and Track Presents The Need for Speed also developed both of those games.
Test Drive?
Yes.
And Test Drive 2?
Test Drive
Duel?
and Test Drive 2.
The Duel?
Yes.
Is there a new Test Drive game
and
coming out?
stunts.
New Test Drive Unlimited?
Yeah, Test Drive Unlimited 2's out next year. We have a copy of it around here somewhere. But can't take any video of it. so-
All right. I'm going to wrap this up while
All
Steve hunts for answers. Do we have it?
Yeah, we do. We have a winner.
Who is the winner?
Jimmy999.
Jimmy Triple Nines.
You'll get something.
The answer is, Steve?
The answer will be distinctive software.
There you go.
That is correct.
Very impressive.
So Distinctive Software became...
They were purchased by Electronic Arts and became EA Canada.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
Yeah, but EA Canada has since had Black Box
Yeah, Black
and all
Box
that
and
stuff
all other stuff,
joined
okay.
into
The
it.
EA
but-
Canada's a
but
whole
90
thing now.
like
Right,
1995, EA Canada was formerly.
That was the
Okay.
genesis of EA Canada.
DSI.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Yeah, DSI. Right.
Yep. And that's it for TNT. We've had a bunch of fun playing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit on both systems. I want to thank Gary for coming out, taking a seat, doing some driving. Everyone doing some driving this week. Brad, Jeff, myself included, and everyone at home who played with us. That was a ton of fun, giving away these things. Again, I want to thank Dino. I'm Dino. I thank Dino anyways. Keep doing what you're doing, Dino, at EA. Also, Gino at EA. Thanks for the giveaway copies. And is that it? That's all I got. I also want to thank Vinny and Drew in the back for keeping it real. And, of course, Cool Baby for keeping it even realer. Are we going to be back for next week? We're going to do this again next week?
Is that your last one before Christmas?
I think it'll be our next one will be our last one for the year.
Yeah, we'll still be here.
Yeah, we will still be here. So tune back in for next week for another edition of the Thursday Night Throwdown.
And Thanks, Steve.
And thanks, Steve. Internet Steve, last night here on TNT. So, mwah.
Ew.
See you later.
Bye.